All right, everyone, no intro video for the games today because triple header didn't know when the last one was going to end, if there was going to be any overlap. So just like Thanksgiving, no video for the intro, but just like that, we are live for today for the first of two NFL games on the docket. Big one in the AFC, Texans against the Chargers. Texans, one of the hottest teams, maybe the hottest team in all of football right now. Yes, there's Mr. Gilbert. Absolutely. Texans have been on a tear ever since that comeback win against Jacksonville. From 3-5 to 10-5, 7 straight wins. And the Houston Texans 1 win away from clinching a spot in the playoffs. Going back to the postseason for the third straight year under head coach Mika Ryans and quarterback CJ Stroud. And knocking the Colts out. We would know every team on the AFC side minus the AFC North winner, although we could know that later tonight. As for the Chargers, they're in. They clinched already. It's a rematch of last year's wildcard game. Chargers, they win this game. They have a shot at the number 1 seed, have a shot at the AFC West title next week against the Denver Broncos in what should be a nationally televised game. So, with that in mind, I appreciate all you guys tuning in for this 20 every one of these streams. How it works like this. Fire with the chat, any questions you've been we'll be happy to answer anything, everything. Any donation, get a question right away. Otherwise, I just go in the order they see them. Vote in that poll. I think wins Texans or the Chargers. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. No reason why the intro on Peacock when NBC is showing rumors of the wall dateline us during the game. I'm with you. It's all agreed. It's all agreed on that point. Texans are mad they lost to Darnold. I think they're mad at how they started the season. They're mad that they started 0-3, but a chance for the Texans to become the first team since, oddly enough, 2018, when the Texans did it, to start 0-3 and make the playoffs. It's only happened twice in the last 20 years. If the Texans win today, both times, the Texans in 2018 and this year, starting 0-3 and making it. Texans looking very good right now. The Chargers also a very, very good team coming off that win. A monster second half against the Cowboys. Won that one 34-17. A game where they outscored the Cowboys 13-0 in the second half. A Chargers team that, since the bye week, playing at another level. 4 straight wins. And again, Houston, they have 7 straight wins. So these are two of the hottest teams in football. In a wildcard rematch of last year, going up against each other. SNL tonight is a rerun, so if they're about preempting that show, it's moot. No, the only reason they do it is to get people to pay for Peacock. That's the only reason they do it. That's the only reason they do it. Yeah, stupid streaming exclusive make it impossible to watch college football in multi-view. Yep, gotta hate it. Gotta hate it. What was the game where Drake maybe became elite? I'm not sure there was one. I mean, I think the Bills game was the moment people were like, okay, this guy's legit. I think the first Bills game. Dane Myers to the Reds. Oh, wow. Don't hate it. Yeah, I wasn't crazy about Myers. See, we got prospect in return. Don't hate it. Don't hate the move. Yeah, appreciate all you guys tuning in. It's a throwback game, so we do have the throwback logo for the Chargers on the scoreboard. Go back to the 90s look. Can the Chargers stay alive in the AFC West hunt? If the Texans lose this game, the Jaguars, it's a winning in for them tomorrow against the Colts. Win that game, you guaranteed to win the South. Which doesn't call this game worse than Chris Myers calling Bucks Panthers? No, because this is NFL Network, so he's the number 1 guy there, unfortunately. Fox had a choice in terms of who to do. And the fact Chris Myers called that game was a joke. Bought a Peacock subscription as a Christmas gift for my mom so she could watch The Office anytime. Oh, that's a good gift. That's a great gift. And miss the old genre vids. Yeah, when X-Fire became elite, yeah. ML Fabric used to do those vids. They used to do that. Yeah, Dave Myers has not been, yeah, he hasn't been that great. Also been spot for Fairbanks, which makes sense. Yeah. He'll be on the 40, obviously. All right, let's do this thing. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. 57% of you. Texans throwback. Just the old Oilers look. Chargers in the blues. Texans in the whites. Texans will get to start things off. Game number 2 of this triple header. Game 1 of this NFL triple header, or double header, will be on for the Ravens-Packers game later tonight. Nice game called by Garrett. Playoff scenarios for this game. Texans win today. The clinch playoff spot. Here we go. Kickoff. Field at the 5-yard line. Taken out. NFL Network did not understand the assignment. Texans going right to left and balled up at the 15-yard line on the return. Nothing doing there. And now comes CJ Stroud and company. It's a joke that Davis must be locked in the Eagles Commander. It's an even bigger joke Yeah. Wait. Like, yeah, why? Because it's a national game, but then to do Myers, like, you can do anyone else for that. Like, go with the 4 pairing. Go with the 4 pairing. All right, tonight's Eagle Blackledge. When they choose the number 3 crew for game, that means nothing. That's when it's insane. That should not have happened. They should have done anything else. Ball at the 16-yard line here. Going right to left. Handoff here goes to Marks, the rookie back. Bounce outside to the 21-yard line. Gain of 5. No Hunter usually does not get the assignment right. Usually they don't get the assignment. Amazon does. Texans are probably my favorite AFC team. I mean, look, they got some guys. They got some dogs on that team. How's it going, Benjamin, for 24 months now? How are you doing? I'm doing all right. Hopefully you guys have a Merry Christmas. Greens from Canada. AFC Championship, Jags, Bills. If they do not make first round, that'd be great. That would be amazing. I have no problem with that. And most of the country guy, too. Yeah, that's insane. You think it's not Jason Garrett? Nope. No, it's not Jason Garrett. Second 5, 1 the top, 1 the bottom. I formation here for Stroud. Motion the Titans to the bottom of the screen. Once again, they give up the middle of Marks, and Marks will try and get the legs moving, but brought down at the 24-yard line. Deshaun Phillips. Still Sean Phillips, I should say, on the run. Stop. 3rd and 2. Texans offense did not do a great job last time against the Raiders. You're doing Pop-Tarts Bowl instead when you eat a whole 12-pack of Pop-Tarts as a snack. I might consider it. I consider that. Need him to go up championship week in both my leagues. Yep, a lot of people championship week. If it's not your championship week, and you have a week 18 championship, I question everything. Myers stepped down today. Who would I hire at Fox take the spot? I would take Eric Collins. I would go Eric Collins for that one. Texans offense last game, only 270 yards of offense. Stroud, 23 for 35, 187. Now when Stroud, clean pocket going deep, shot down the field. Wide open coverage bust. He's gone. Wide open coverage bust. Jaden Higgins. Touchdown, Houston. I forgot to put the things up. But a coverage bust there on the post. Just a skinny post. I forgot to put the banners in. So give me a second here. But wow. One-on-one coverage there. And the Iowa State rookie receiver. Making the play. Extra point is perfect. 3 plays into this one. 7-0. Wow. Okay. Way too late. Yep, way too late on that one. Let's try that again. Did not see that coming. Texans offense did not much of anything last time out against the Raiders. Other points come out of a pick 6. Yeah, maybe sometime down the road, JP, on that one with the announcers. That made no sense. How would the Pop-Tarts Bowl go if the winning team got a lifetime supply of Pop-Tarts? Oh, man. There'd be blood on the field. I watch it on the Sale on the 7 seats on that one. Yeah, as bad as Ghost Star Houston. You can't really ask for much more than that. Can't ask for much more than a 3-play touchdown drive to start things off. Got to a hot start against the Raiders. Scored about 3 minutes into that game with a pick 6. This time, scoring not even 2 minutes in. On a deep shot there to Higgins. For Jaden Higgins, the Iowa State wideout. His 5th of the season. Really starting to get things going. They drafted 2 Iowa State guys in the top part of the draft. Day 2 of the draft, they went with Higgins and Noel. Okay, let me get the Chargers graphics up. Let's see. Had a Week 17 league in 2011 when several won the championship. Well, that was good, at least. That was good, but that's dumb. Week 17 should never be the final week of the season. It's almost broadcast decision in Fox history. There you go. I don't know where my Chargers throwback bugs are, so we just have to go with the current ones for this, unfortunately. I do like the Lawrence Center Red. I do like that one. How's it going, Grant? Appreciate you tuning in. Good day, baby. Good day. Back in New York still. I'm not sure if you saw, but my flight got canceled because of the weather in the Northeast, so I'm going to be back in my Phoenix office on Tuesday. So I'm going to be here for the weekend. Texans Owens finds this stride with this defense. Yeah, I'm terrified. I told you, Texans are the best team in the AFC. I've said for a while now, the Texans are the #1 team in the AFC. And there's a reason I will take on anyone if I'm a Jaguars fan. There's a reason. I've said with the Jaguars for a while, right? That's a big title. That's a big alternate title. Wouldn't fit the character limit. But there's a reason why I said I'll take anyone. Bring it on. Except for the Texans. There's a reason why. Right. The Jags destroy the Chargers. Yep. Like, there's a reason. I've been terrified of the Texans for months on end. What a start for them offensively. Strouds are pleased. Yes, they are. Strouds are very pleased right now. Waiting for Darth Patriot to get out of his house. Bears to extra roll. Oh, that'd be fun. Kickoff here. This one going into the end zone. That'll be a touchback. So, bit of a miscue there for the Texans. This ball will be at the 35-yard line. They're going left to right, and in comes Justin Herbert. Last time out against the Cowboys. Efficient. 23 for 29, 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Pass rating just a hair under 133. So Chargers team has won 4 straight games. Herbert this season, 25 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. Play no moon? Oh, man. Maybe at some point we'll do that. We'll change balls and pretend no moon. Yep, Armel Academy versus UConn 10. There you go. Texas going to deep platform? I think they can. Why not? I mean, their defense is great. If their offense is just even average, they're fine. Handoff here goes to Hampton, the first-round pick out of UNC. He'll get 2 up the gut to the 37-yard line. Wait, Grassi's not doing this game? Why is he not doing this game? Back in 20? All good. I'm surprised he's not doing the game. I would have thought he would do this game in the Ravens-Packers game tonight. Yeah, Broncos fan right now. If you are a Broncos fan, you're liking this result. Jaguars fan, maybe not so much. 2nd and 8. 1 the top, 2 the bottom. They motion the fullback over Matlock. And no vital today, so just be a lot of Hampton. Pump fake, run up the middle. He'll get down to the 40. Kamani Vidal is not playing today. So late stretch. So Hampton, a bit of a slow start to his NFL career. 516 yards on the season thus far. He gets 2 there on the pump fake. Halfback draw. Force NFL play Texas on a Saturday for the AFC Championship. Yes. Yes, they will. 3rd and 6. I was wondering how I could have got all the furniture on the plane. You could just try your own jet. You look identical to the old setup. Look identical. Yeah, I'm in an apartment. I don't have a basement in my Phoenix place. Herbert, pressure up the gut, sacked. A nightmare start for the Chargers. Danielle Hunter. Right up the middle. He gets his team high 14 sack of the season. You can make the argument Hunter is the best defensive end in the AFC, not counting the obvious one of Myles Garrett. Just a beautiful swim move there. Gets by Bobby Hart. It's a bit of a howler of a season. It's a loss tonight, a quick 3 and out. Needs 372. I don't think he's going to get 372 today, but he'll probably get by the end of the season. 4th and 14, you have to pump this ball away. Nightmarish start for the Chargers. The punt here. Well, they didn't call a fair catch. Noel did not call for a fair catch. But went out of bounds to the 28. So that's where the Texans will take over. 42-yard punt. Yeah, Texans played instead of left. Yeah, against the Chiefs. Like 24-0. And then the fake punt happened. Texans have 2 top 5 DEs. Oh, I'm inclined to, let's see. Obviously Parsons. Obviously Garrett. So at that point, Hunter's top 5. Yeah, I'll give you that. I will give you that one. We know the top 2 are. Yeah, I'll give you that. Well, at 28, room for Chargers would help. Look, the Jaguars, I will say this much. After the game against the Broncos that the Jaguars had, they control their own destiny. The Jaguars play the Colts and the Titans. Of Micah's outside linebacker, then easily top 5, yeah. Yeah, I'll put it this way. I wanted so much to get involved in the over this game, but couldn't. All good. All good. Right, Texans choked that one away. If we had Texans Titans AFC Championship, I would have died if that was the matchup. I'll put it this way. The Jaguars, if you can't beat a 44-year-old Phillip Rivers and the Titans to win the division, you don't deserve to win the division. But it would help if the Texans lost. The Jags they would have had to have some help if they didn't beat the Broncos. Would have had to have some help. They don't need help anymore. They can win out and be okay. So it's not as disastrous as it would have been if the Jags lost. But obviously the question mark for the Jags is how much wiggle room do they have? And right now it looks like they're going to have no wiggle room for error. How's it going, Chris? Appreciate you tuning in. Your Charizard line's really bad. However, going down that play, we have 150 people in the chat. Appreciate you guys. In the case of the 1 seed, am I going for the Chargers? Doesn't matter. No, this one does not. This one does not matter for that. For the 1 seed, this means nothing for the 1. I mean, I don't think the Chargers rest their guys week 18 if they lose this game, because the seeding is going to be too important. You know, this means nothing for the 1 seed. That's Broncos Chargers next week. That could mean a lot for the 1 seed. That could mean a lot for that. Right, we control our own destiny. Yep. Yes, we do. I think, look, the Colts Titans found 2 games of the season. Look, if you don't win those games, you don't deserve to win the division. You Fox should be doing this game right now because they're showing syndicate programming. Although, not really, because NFL Network, I mean, you're right on that one, Fox showing syndicate program. But NFL Network has to show a certain number of games each season. I think it's like 8 games a season that have to be exclusive. Otherwise, people drop them from their cable provider. It's part of the deal that they show 8 NFL games. Play action, slam pass, middle of the field, double catch, caught at the 41-yard line. It's Higgins once again. 2 grabs for him to start this game. And that's a gain of 13 on a first down. All right, so this game was not up for bidding, Neil. This was not one of the games that was up for bidding. You get the linebacker to buy on that one. Henley bid on the play action, left receiver wide open. Right, Chargers get Denver closer to a 1 seed. Well, the Chargers are going to play their guys. Broncos charter for CBS America's game of the week if the Chargers win. I would think that'd be Sunday night or Sunday Night Football, I would think. Depending on Seahawks Niners. Right, Colts have no control anymore. Nope. One at the top of screen I formation. They'll give it to Marks for the 4th time today, and this time he will keep the pile moving. It was stopped at the line of scrimmage, and then Marks just keeping the legs going for a gain of 5 of the 46. Lamar, I think the pick against the Bills in the divisional round was that point. Rams can be set by the end of the night. Yep. Texans win and the Packers win. AFC is set. We just have to decide the seeding. Did Herbert get hurt on the last sack? He left a bit gingerly, but not too bad. Get to sit back and listen. All good, Graham. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you a ton. Thanks for tuning in for the Bible stream. To the bottom of the screen, I formation. Play action. Stroud 2 for 2. Make it 3 for 3 as he goes to Hutchinson on the near side of the flat out of bounds to the 42-yard line. That's a first down. Gain of about 10 into plus territory. I mean, Herbert walked a bit gingerly, but it was still okay. So I have a team one with Blake Bortles as your quarterback. That's amazing. Well, that game, the penultimate week was against the Saints, I thought. So he threw for like 350 that game. He had a 90-yard touchdown. He was saying the arm going to the sideline. Yep. Backing up, Jordan. Thanks for all the help. Yeah. In the game now to his right is Nick Chubb, the veteran back. I did not see the Giants were his prediction. I did not see that. They're going to send 4. Stroud, deep shot, going for it all again. Open! Noel! Both Iowa State rookie wideouts scoring within the first 5 minutes of the game. Oh my goodness. 13-0. Just a skinny post pattern. Gets behind the safety, able to beat Elijah Molden. And that is Jalen Noel, the 3rd round pick out of Iowa State. He gets his 2nd of the season. His name is Noel. Well, the route is on right now. 14-0. Oh, man. Oh, they've always been Super Bowl contenders. They've always been contenders. I'm pronounced the same way? Yes. Whew, man. Well, I'm not sure how people expected this to start this game. 14-0 Texans, 6 minutes in. Never trust the Chargers. Nope. I have the Texans winning this game. I have the Texans winning this one. Oh, my goodness. Texans, with the way they're playing right now, they're about to go from 0-3 in the playoffs. Butter and Pop-Tart Bowl, yep. Butter and a Pop-Tart Bowl. Yes. Yeah, pronounced the same way, yes. Stroud is back, yep. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is a bit of alarming. It's a bit alarming right now. This is a bit alarming. Oh boy, I already lost on 1.5 Chargers, yep. Yeah, she is, yes. She is. Dark Horse team in the AFC and NFC. I mean, Dark Horse, I would say the Texans. I don't know the Texans right now. NFC Dark Horse, Niners are very sleepy. Very sleepily. Remember the last time playing Nickelodeon, Jim Harbaugh's Dirty Bubble? Oh, I remember that. Yep. I remember that one. Yeah, 2 weeks from Iowa State, score for Texans. Stroud's happy everywhere. Yep. Richard is good. Or the Heat's off your Jacksonville. Need to break on full bones tomorrow. Yep. Well, look, Jacksonville, we just got to win the next 2. I'm terrified of playing the Texans in the playoffs. I'm terrified of that. I've said for a while the Texans are the best team in the AFC. Like, someone asked earlier after the, someone asked earlier, like about 3 weeks ago, and they said, best team in the AFC. I said, you're going to laugh at me because they're not in the playoffs right now. The season ended today. Kind of want to win the division because it made the Texans. Yep. It's like Cameron said, about players. Yep. I was like, it's not one of the 7 teams in the playoffs right now. It's the Texans. Sure enough. Out for blood. Yep. You can see any playoff team in the South wearing it all. I can see that in the NFC. Absolutely. Well, that makes sense, Seal. That makes sense. 14-0 your score. If you like what you see, that like button, subscribe with your emojis in the chat. If you're a member, you can share it for other one of these teams with the emojis in there. Yeah, Chargers are being made to look like the Raiders so far. And Chargers allowed no points in the second half to the Cowboys, one of the best offenses in football. But they have not picked up where they left off. Kick return to the 25-yard line here. I remember that. That was good times. By that, I mean really bad times. Loser of the Family Bowl missed down a whole shot of wasabi. Yep. Receiver of the name. Yes. Yes. All right, Stroud, 142 yards on 4 completions. It's pretty good. Pretty efficient. What was that, like 35 yards a completion? About? Yeah, 35.5. Yeah, 35.5. Yep. 35.5. All right, to the top of the screen. Ball the 26-yard line here. And he'll misdirection, hand off to Hampton, and he'll be brought down the 30-yard line. Chargers 2 touchdowns allowed, minus 4 yards to start this game. Good start. Second down. You touchdown Army. Yep, they're dominating. I got the Pop-Tart Bowl on. I only have 2 TVs, or 3. One's the monitor. One's the game, and then one's the Pop-Tart Bowl. A cute little mascot on the behind the end zone. I love it. So cute. I'll show him an attack on that one, yep. Unfrosted story of Pop-Tarts. Ooh. Then, friends, I think since they were 3. To the top of the screen, hand off to Hampton, and he'll be brought down the 33-yard line. So both drives starting off with run. Daniil Hunter on the stop. This Texans run defense, number 4 in the league in rushing yards allowed. They allowed that giant run to Genty last time, the 51-yard. Other than that, really did not allow anything against the Raiders. You have 3 in Phoenix? I could go with 4 in Phoenix. Charles got a successful play, yep. I could go 4 if I need to. 3rd and 3. Ball the 32-yard line. Or 33-yard line. 1 the top, 1 the bottom. Back to his left is Hampton. Herbert. They're going to go play action. The flat on the far side. That's caught first down. Pulled back in the last second before dumping it off to Trey Harris, the 2nd-round pick. He'll be taken down for a gain of 8. Finally, a first down for the Chargers. Yeah, V-Jack's way too young. Both Harbaughs are cooked. Not good right now. But a good dump off there in the flat for the tackle there by Petre. One of the best safeties in the game. Harris. First completion by Herbert. Enter this game with 288 receiving yards. I think we're on that one. Yeah. You're right on that one. One the top, one the bottom. Head off here to Hampton. 3 first down starts, all going to Hampton. Keeping it on the ground. Trying to at least. He'll get 5. Keep the ball going on the 46-yard line. And they really needed that first down. Yes, they did. Oh, you're not kidding. They needed that first down. Drew than John Harbaugh. I'm with you on that one. As a coach, I'm 100% with you on that one. Unfrosted Pop-Tarts to be put in prison. Yeah, Super Bowl and CW. I'm not sure when Amphibious is going to hop on. We'll see. Second down. 1 at the top of the screen, 3 at the bottom. Now 2 at the bottom. Back to his left. They're going to motion Matlock over. Another handoff up the middle. Hampton stopped. This is some interesting play calling by the Chargers. I'll put it that way. They have not thrown the ball on first or second down. Run, run, pass, run, run, pass, run, run. I mean, this is 3 yards, cloud of dust. This is, yeah, YouTube ads. I don't control the YouTube ads. Yeah, Bluey's a girl, yes. Bluey is a girl. But no, Bluey, the user on here with a Bluey profile picture. Not Bluey herself. Bluey, the YouTube profile picture. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom, back to his left. Herbert. They're going to send 4. Trying to step up, he's sacked at the 39-yard line. Will Anderson. The Chargers have thrown 3 passes today. 2 of them have been sacks. And they'll have to punt the ball away. Oh my goodness. And I would say throw the ball more instead of going run, run, pass, but when you're getting sacked, now granted, these are obvious passing situations, which makes it a lot harder to throw the ball because the Texans D-line can just bull rush you. And Pipkin's just getting annihilated there. Herbert did not get sacked last week. As crazy as that sounds, you take the play call, he might have at this point. Punt field the 16-yard line and brought out of bounds at the 20. As crazy as it sounds, Herbert did not get sacked last week. But the Texans' defense is not the Cowboys' defense. At least you'll catch a leg in a bottle. Appreciate you, man. You run past punt, Jim's play call is abysmal. Run, run, sack is more like it. Run, run, sack is a bit more like it. Ball the 21-yard line when we get back. Start young from fantasy for Herbert. Yeah, Texans defense, you don't start anyone. Why not throw early downs? Yeah, that's a good question. You should. You should throw early downs. Because better chance for chunk plays, but also Texans can't send everyone. Gonna be back for the Jags from the South. They need to sweep the Colts for the second time in 3 years and keep the streak alive against Cincy next week. Yep. We'll see if they can do it. I think they will. I think they can do it. Be a bit concerned if we don't at this point. Be a bit concerned. I'm terrified of Houston, though. Yeah, the graphic where all 5 of the Chargers were lower than 32nd. Yep. I remember that. Now down multiple possessions, they have to pass. No, it's not good. And you can't stop the Texans. Namath against the Colts, 15 for 28 for 496, 33 yards completion. Maybe at some point. That's an insane stat line. Yeah, Chargers as an organization, not good. Not good right now. At least run play action. That would help, you would think. How's it going, Nick? Appreciate you tuning in. Kerman, if he wants to put him on the last Fox to replace Myers, he's not good at play-by-play. Menifee does UFL, he's not good at play-by-play. I do not like it at all. You can easily talk about a speeding or parking ticket. Maybe. Hopefully I don't have to get to that point. Tell him the Chargers are already charging their season away. It's not looking good. For a team that's won 4 straight, they run into a buzzsaw of a team that's won 8 straight games, and that buzzsaw is winning. So Colts fan, I want the Jags to win tomorrow just so Texas can't have the South. Please get it done. Basically a fake Jags fan. All good. You know, anyone with the Texans. If I had a break, Texas get a touchdown, a long pass, on a busted coverage on 3rd down. You know, it's not a bad guess at this point. Not a bad guess. So far, the Chargers, 1 first down, 2 sacks. They quiet quit December after getting their playoff spot. Well, he's a Colts fan. That's why he wants them to expand the playoffs. Ball the 21-yard line here. They didn't quite quit last week because they played Eberflus. On the top to the bottom, back to his left. Stroud, they'll send 4. Hit Stroud, middle of the field. That's caught by Noel at the 25-yard line. 2nd and 6. Texans might honestly not lose again this year. I mean, they're not losing again this year. I will bet you, and say my money, they don't lose again this year. They will not lose another game in 2025. Guarantee it. Guarantee. How much you want to put on it? They'll lose a game in 2025. You mean this season they might not? Yeah. You mean this season might not, but 2025, I'm pretty confident. 16 playoff. Now I want the 1 seed to mean something. 1 top, 1 the bottom, besides the home field. I want to mean the bye. Always you see more guys rest in week 18. And you see some below 500 teams making it. I would not want that. Head in the middle, it's going to get 2, 3rd and 4. There's a shove after the play with Jawar Jordan, but no call. Someone mock draft asked with Jeremiah Smith. Oh my God. You know, it's not like you forgot about him. He's literally not eligible. You take Chargers round 1? Yeah. Chargers Steelers, I would take round 1. Chargers are my opponent. I want to play the Chargers round 1. I don't want to play the Texans. Bills, don't want to play them. Chargers or Steelers, give me them. If Stroud gets top, they can make the Super Bowl. Yeah, that D-line, that entire defense is scary. To the top, 1 of them, Stroud. They're going to send 4. Out route. That's caught right at the sticks on the far sideline. First down to the 31-yard line. Another 3rd down conversion. And it's Christian Kirk, the veteran wideout, acquired from the Jaguars in the offseason. He gets 4 and a first. Yes, they are, JP. Yes, they are. Brought down on the play by Tarheeb Still. Smith's sophomore. Yes, he's a sophomore. Said after the first Texas game that the Colts were not going to win another game. I think you're going to be right on that one. It's a brutal schedule. I formation here. Stroud takes it, stretch play to Marks. He will get about a yard down to the 33. Don't play him on the playoffs. I'm just terrified. Texans, I don't want to play. Texans, I really don't want to play. If I was right size at 12, let's be fair. Look, 12 was what it was. Yep. 12 was what it was in 1990 when you had 28 teams. So this to 14 just accounts for the latest expansion to 32. Are all the Netflix commentators and reporters hired as one-time only temps? Yes. Yes, they are. 1 of the top 2 of them on back to his left. They're going to send 4. Stroud, near sideline, miscommunication. Thought it was going out route instead. Higgins was running the fly. And it's incomplete as a result. Yeah, Georgia Tech up 21%. Yep, I had Georgia Tech winning that one. Yeah, 16.7 to 1.1. I'm guessing the team with 16.7 is winning. 12 teams was the best. If there was a 12-team playoff, I mean, we might see if there was 12 teams this year, we might see a team with a 12-5 record miss the playoffs in the AFC. That would be wrong. That would seem wrong. I'm fine with this format. I've said it should be 7 for a long time. 1 of the top 3 of the bottom, back to his right here. Can the Chargers get off the field? Stroud, pump fake. Just says throw that ball away. Not sure if they'll call grounding. They're going to say that the running back Chubb was in the area. Just some miscommunication on the pump fake screen. Chargers force a punt. Any problems with YouTube cover lately? No, not really. Not really. I mean, I know fair use pretty well, and NFL's pretty chill when it comes to it in terms of I just submit appeal. Movie review commentary channels, I'm not surprised by that. They've always had some issue. Had an issue with the Hawaiiable stream. For whatever reason, it got removed, but then I was able to get it back in 20 minutes, so I'm not sure what happened there. The punt here. Chargers field it at the 11. Taking it down the far sideline to the 15. Trying to juke up field the 20. Breaks the tackle, then brought down the 19-yard line. EJ Speed on the stop. Charter ball at the 19-yard line. Called about a 48-yard punt in terms of net. What changes to the next CBA by the next? Will we see the NFL by the next agreement? I think 18-game season. Like, that's going to be the big one, is 18-game season. We'll see that change. Well, the 19 when we get back here. What happened? I don't know what happened with that, but it got resolved. Something got removed. Yeah, the Hawaii Bowl stream got removed because apparently from the Hawaii Bowl stream, like, it was like a spam. Like, I think it was just a bot. The text for such might have been enough. Yep. See, was also relatively easy win. I don't know about that. Texans and make the playoffs. I would like that rule. I would like that rule. 18 games with 2 buys each. I'm with you on that one. I like that. Yeah, legal argument for movies. Well, I think the thing with movies is that you could say it's a substitute. That's the hard part with movies. Is that when I do videos on games, it's not a substitute for watching the game itself. Like, no one's watching my videos as a substitute for watching the game. A lot of these sports commentators, same thing. But movies, you watch a movie review, it might be a substitute for watching the movie. Because they explain a lot of the plot points. And that's hard in terms of fair use, because you're basically summarizing the whole thing. Can we wait for 5 more stats for the first score? Yep. Bronco fan of Houston really want the Texans to win, so Broncos will clinch the West and Texans clinch the playoffs. Want a route? We haven't blown out anyone in a while. Yeah. Broncos, yeah, this would help the Broncos and the Texans out, obviously. Right, music, it's another thing, too, because it could be a substitute, potentially. You have 20-week regular season, you get 18-2. I'm with you on that one. No, it's back. It's back. Hawaii Bowl stream's there. Hawaii Bowl stream is there. So, for whatever reason, it got removed. They thought it was like spam for some reason. I don't know why. It's never happened before. But I submitted an appeal. I got someone to look at it. Happened on Christmas Day. Like, literally, I woke up on Christmas and checked my phone. I'm like, oh, your stream's been removed. I'm like, oh, okay, Merry Christmas. Right, Holy Eagles Drive, yeah, that's... They got to be very careful. Because a lot of their stuff is not fair use. But... like, you could strike them down if you wanted to. Stream's not a way for people to watch without watching the games. Well, I mean, we're talking about, like if you're using we're talking about using the footage. Like, movie reviewers are using the footage. Like, not stuff like this. Right, watch, just show 5-second clip at a time. Yep, exactly. Right, video's like an hour and a half long. You're basically watching the entire movie. For the most part, yeah. Ball the 18-yard line. Even though the stream's back. The Hawaii Bowl stream's back. It was just gone for like 20 minutes. Right, film usage is pretty much fair use. More often than not, film breakdown is fair use. Play action, swings it out to the far side. Hampton, the 23. They finally throw on first down. They finally throw on first. Yeah, replace commentary with commentary, replace the movie audio. Yeah, that makes sense, yeah. But for the most part, anything that's film breakdown is fair use. For the most part. Now... There's this one guy on Twitter that I follow that's like really taken off over the last month. It's like a younger guy. He's in his like mid-20s, I would say. And he's been doing like a lot of film breakdowns, and those are awesome. That's fair use, 100%. One at the top, two at the bottom. They're going to stretch play here with Hampton. They've run every time on second down so far today, and that time gets stuffed. No gain. Thought Herbert's going to throw deep there? Yeah, he might have a lot of time to throw deep with this Texans defense. '12 team missed the playoff. Not in the modern era. Not since 1970. Don't think a lot of people minded 08 when the 11-5 Pats missed. They're a good team to miss. Arsenal can win the Premier League? I think they can, yeah. I think I don't think they're going to bottle it. If they do, it's just classic Arsenal. I mean, Man City's going to be around their tail. 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom, they're going to send 4. Slam pass dropped. Keenan Allen, the target. Off his hands, and the Chargers have to punt. It's a quick 3 and out. Yeah, you're not having fun this game. Chargers have thrown on 4 third downs today. They've converted 1 of them. Petrie on the coverage. Allen sure-handed in his hands. Dropping it. Right, have more legal wiggle room, more moving channels don't. Yeah, that's the thing. Go for it. Oh, hey, young Sheldon. The punt here. Fair catch is called for, made the 27-yard line. Noel wants the flag for kick-catch interference. I don't think it was touched. Well, now they do throw a flag. I'm not sure if it's for that. I think Villa wins the prem. That'd be fun. I'm not sure Noel was touched on that one. Is he going to get the call? If they do, get the 42-yard line. Around the ball has not worked. No, I'm with you on that one. Will they get Keandre Lambert-Smith? Can he catch interference? There's holding on the receiving team. 10-yard penalty. First down. Okay. So that's the flag. There's no kick catch interference. So back up to the 21-yard line. This game way too predictable. I'm with you on that one. Way too predictable right now for the Charger offense. Those got a good shot. Shout out to Fulham, too. They're playing very well as well. Obviously, they're not coming to the Prem, but Fulham, back-to-back gritty 1-0 wins. Should be safe now at this point. See what they do in the window. But they should be comfortably safe at this point. 13 up. I think Wolves is a good shot, too. Wolves is a very good shot to win the Prem. They only need to go on like a 20-game winning streak, and they'll be okay. To the top one, I might be able to call some AFCON later on in January. Might be able to call some AFCON. Toss here to Marks. To the far side, he'll get down to the 19-yard line. They don't have to call a play. I'm not sure they will. I could definitely see Villa doing a run. Hold on, a fair catch? Yep. Hold on, a fair catch. How's it going, CT Man? How's the weather in New York? Cold. Snowing. Well, the snow stopped. At least the snow has stopped, but very, very cold and very, very white outside. You Texas Colts Titans Jags to 1 p.m. next week? Yeah, that would sound about right. I will go to the end of one. All Texans in the first. I'll put a poll up. My friends just text me saying that Jacksonville YouTube may not have been so crazy. About Houston being the best team in the AFC? Yep. Are they all by? Yes, that is true. No. I was kidding about Fulham. I was kidding about Fulham. I mean, they're safe, but just shout out to them. I think they're gonna finish like mid-table, but just shout out to them for now being safe, because I was worried for a sec. I was worried, oh crap, we might go down, but I think we're okay. Blizzard warning. I don't think it was overblown. I mean, I never thought it was a blizzard warning. I mean, when I think blizzard, I think 2 feet. We were never going to get 2 feet. We were never getting 2 feet of snow. Hate the cold and how people can love it. I'm with you. I am not a cold person guy. There's so many long-term effects of getting the cold. Combined with two, this is a bad situation for the NFL. Yeah, in terms of games that mean a lot, I mean, this is not great for the NFL right now. Bakers could knock to the Texans. They could have hung on that fourth quarter. Yep. That's where that sucks. I mean, we needed that game. I mean, that game, whatever happened after that, we've been playing lights out since, but I hate that game against the Texans. Appreciate you not coming on that one, but yeah, this is not good right now for the NFL. Because they want to have as many games as possible. That means something week 18 they could put in prime time. And I mean, Broncos Chargers still will mean something. Like, you could do that Saturday. Chargers will still play their guys. Chargers come back in the Jags win tomorrow. I don't know. Probably not. Probably not on that one. You have another Premier League fan in the chat? Yep. You know, JP's a big one, yeah. He's a big soccer fan, yeah. There's always a war in Florida, yep. No, I got you on that one. I appreciate you on, yeah, but it's not good for the NFL right now. It's not good for the NFL. If this scoreline holds... I mean, Broncos-Chargers still means a fair amount. The one they care about more is Ravens-Packers. That's the one they care about more. They want Ravens-Steelers to be Sunday Night Football. Or mean something for the division. Texas was 17-0 and 26 with an average offense. I mean, it's hard to go 17-0, but 16-1, 15-2, yeah. Greg Roman, head coach, John, no. No, he's been a target for a while. He's been a target for a long time. There's a reason he hasn't gotten a job. Our problem is Saturday that Broncos win and the 1 seeds clinch. Jags, Patriots can't play for the 1. They could still play for seeding, though. They could still play for... They could still play for... Like, the 2 versus 3 is huge. Because the 2 seed, you got to host the divisional round. So they could still play their guys. Say it down here, 80% of you riding with the Texans to win. Wolves and Sheffield, single-digit points. Sheffield, no. Wolves, yes. Stroud stepping up. Checks it down the drag route on the near side. Incomplete. Tipped at the line. Looking for Christian Kirk. Brings up 3rd down. High Point University during the Soup Dog Bowl? Seems very fitting. Why a High Point ad? Why is High Point advertising on the Soup Dog Bowl? How does that make sense? Right, tip to the line. Good job there by Tart. Sticking a hand up. Third down. 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Back to his right. The Chargers force a 3 and out. 5 on the play clock. Stroud gets it off. They're going to send 4 plus a spy. Middle of the field. That's called the 30. And a first down, the 35-yard line. Nico Collins, his first catch of the day. Yeah, Stroud had a phenomenal quarter. The first quarter. Keep in mind, there were no targets there to Nico Collins. No targets in the first quarter. Stroud had maybe his best quarter of the season. He was firing all cylinders. Nico Collins had done nothing. You forgot he existed. And Nico Collins gets 16 there in a first down. Collins last time out against the Raiders. 4 catches, 59 yards. Yeah, Fulham's mid-table, yes. Fulham is mid-table at this point. They're right the lines again. Second down. Panthers Bucks like it means some. Yeah, if it ends in a tie, that'd be worrisome. So the give there to Jordan. He'll get about 9. Down at the 44. Peyton Casero changed? A little bit, yeah. I think a little bit. Well, I like when we did this draft. I was terrified when they drafted Noel and Higgins because I like both those guys. I'm like, oh, crap. So I didn't know what they're doing at wide receiver. But the offensive line's still a bit of a question mark. They're going to go and end around to Hutchinson on the far side. And Hutchinson will get the first of the 48-yard line of the Chargers. Gain of about 8. All-time do this average offense? No. No, they could not. Or the Chargers wake up. Not good right now. Fulham around 16th? No, I think 16th. I think 13. I'm not sure. I think 16 is a bit harsh. I think 13 sounds about right. 1 on the top. Depends what I do in the window. Head over the middle. Nothing doing. Jordan going nowhere at the 49-yard line. Well, a few stops for the Chargers today brings them second down. Wouldn't mind the MC West being settled by the time this weekend ends? Nope, I don't get you on that one. Made safely even with Orion's fog? Nice. Nice. That's good, yeah. Obviously, just travel time, stay safe. Who are they finish above? Wolves, Burnley, West Ham. I think Forest, Leeds. I think Newcastle and Tottenham jump them. Schultz to the near side at the 42-yard line. 3rd and 3. Now, do you see bowl games? No. I don't trust him in big games, period. I don't trust his game management skills. So there's a flag on the play. So game of 7 as things stand. No, his health is really bad. So I'd say the current bottom 6. And then probably, I would say Brighton. A big mistake not having Bears Packers will continue on hindsight. Big time mistake. No, the current bottom 6 and then Brighton. After the play was done, personal foul on the offense. That's a big call. That's a big call on Dalton Schultz. It was going to be 3rd and short. Probably 4 down territory. Chance of making a 3-score game. And then all of a sudden, Schultz just shoving and a good acting job there by Tart. Let's see if Brian Bortler above him. That's a heck of an acting job. Flail the arms up. And 3rd and long at this point. I'll take 3 points off the board potentially. Screen pass here. And Marks down at the 48-yard line. So a big penalty there by the Texans. You figure you're in field goal range, potential 4 down territory, 3rd and short. You make it a 3-score game. And then you do that. You have to punt the ball away. But don't do it, yeah. Flop and don't do it. He sold it well. Sold it well. Brown will be above home. I mean, it wouldn't shock me. Would not shock me at all. Definitely would not shock me. We're just not going to get relegated this year. We're not going to Europe or anything like that. Nor do I really want to. We would be too thin at squad depth, and then that would deplete us. The punt here. On 4th and 14, fair catch call for made at the 8. Tommy Townsend. Punts to McConkey. Chargers going right to left. Texans going left to right. About a 44-yard punt, no return. Chargers starting us on the 10 when we get back. Need to be aggressive? Not 4th and 14. Up by 14 points? No. Chargers we bench you. That was not good. Next, our personal foul necessary reference number 0. I can't be doing that. These uniforms for the Chargers. Well, this is a throwback uni. This is not their actual uni. This is just a throwback look. You going to be orange? Well, oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. That is a great way to spend the new year. That's awesome. That's going to be fun. I think Fulham peaked during the Europa League final. I think so, too. I think the comeback against Juventus when they peaked. Tanks were hit pretty hard by sharp bars and professional bears this week. Pretty much every metric said Houston except for the starting tackles being hurt. Yeah, the fact that we're underdogs, I was shocked by that. Here's a San Diego look. This one's on NFL Network. NFL Network for this game. Where the helmet numbers, it's not like entirely correct, but I do like it. I did see that. Yeah, good for Frank. 580 pounds down to 280. Good for him. Good for him. He's a genuinely likable dude. I love his rants. No, Frank's awesome. No confidence in the Chargers out the 10-year-old down by 14. No, I do not. No. I have no confidence in the Chargers. No, I don't trust their offensive line against this D-line by the Texans. I don't trust them in the slightest bit. But the next game is on Peacock. That one's going to be interesting. Yep, off the cold, going to be a long game. Yep. Someone tells me it's going to be a long game. And ball at the 8-yard line here when we get back. It's been a rough one for the passing game for the Chargers. Herbert, it's not really done anything. The offensive line has allowed 2 sacks. But not as good as our Frank now. Won't be there, but I consider going to the 2016 Orange Bowl. Oh, man. I've never been to a bowl game. I've never been. Maybe at some point. Red Sox, 50% that gets hard to lose. Yep. Absolutely. The 280 is livable. 280, it's not great, but you can live with it. It's 5. He was about to die. I mean, he was what, 580 or 540? Like, he still needs to lose a little bit more. Frame drop, refresh. We should be okay now. I didn't see a frame drop, but like, still probably needs to lose another 80, but he's in a great spot. Ryan's going to send the message that doesn't fly in the playoffs. He hasn't sent that message before. To the top of the screen. Lovely starts to be a Mets fan. I love it too. Stretchful here on the near side. Hampton brought down the 8. All because he was upset about a train. All because he was upset about the New Jersey Transit. Changed his life around with that one rant. 540 blood pressure? No. 540 weight. He was 540 pounds. And Al Shire is down. He'd be dead with 540 blood pressure. Al Shire is in pain. He is on the ground after that play. Not sure how he got injured on that one. It's a standard run, but Al Shire is down. But the 2 bowl games, both FSU wins. The Gator Bowl and the Champs Sports Bowl. There you go. It's still great accomplishment. And then Jelly Roll, he lost a lot of weight too. Al Shire is down. So I'll take a stoppage here. 1,200 calorie, only 3 meals a day, no stacking between meals. That's the key. That's why I lose weight on cruises. So I'm like one of the few people that lose weight on cruises. And part of why is because, number one, I don't really snack. If I'm going to have a snack, I have to leave my cabin, go up the stairs, 7 flights, get the food. Like, is it worth it? It's not right next to me. These people snack out of boredom. Yep, so they're already. Yep. There you go. Could have happened to a nicer guy. Walter Man of the Year winner. Or finalist, I should say. Walter Man of the Year finalist. But also, just like, I take the stairs on cruises. I don't take elevators. Unless I got my luggage. Luggage is different. But other than that, I'm taking the stairs everywhere. Everyone on a cruise, they're fun. But You're not allowed on cruise ships. I don't know if there's a story behind that or if there's like a medical... So medical risks are like banned from all cruise lines. So I'd be terrified if you were banned from all cruise lines. Well, the appeal of cruises is that you get to... The appeal of cruises is that you get to see the world without ever unpacking. That's the appeal. I mean, it's expensive? No, cruises a lot. Everything's complimentary for the most part. It depends on the cruise you go on, but everything's pretty much complimentary. A seasick, you have out... Yeah, well, that's a valid reason, yeah. Seasick. You think of cruising, you can see everything with... You're always entertained. You can see everything. Wi-Fi's not bad on cruises. Depends on the cruise you go on. Yeah, ship gets torpedo, you're screwed, yeah. Next cruise, I have no idea. We're not doing one after the season because of the Winter Olympics and the World Baseball Classic and whatnot. Tara, remember 3 months now. Hope everyone had an amazing Christmas. If you celebrate, have a wonderful New Year. Thank you, cgiuliani, for the ongoing hard work. Appreciate you a ton, Tara. Thanks for being a patron. Appreciate you a ton. What if someone do to get banned from a cruise? If you look at what happens on Carnival cruises, it's not hard. They just jumped over. I'm not sure what happened to Shire. He just jumped over with Hampton. I appreciate you a ton, Tara. Appreciate you a ton on that one. 3 at the top, 1 bottom. So probably like 27 would be the next cruise. Unless something crazy happens. Herbert, they're going to send 4. Hitch route. Incomplete. Was looking for Quinn and Johnston, who has no targets today. Petrie dives in to break that one up. So bang on the drum all day. Yep. Got banned from Welcome for jumping into the ocean from the 10th balcony. He didn't die? Last cruise was February. It was February. Right, right. Yeah, if you do drinks, right. Drinks is where it gets interesting. You get drinks. I can't say everything's cheap and whatnot. Have you thrilled to be part of the team? Appreciate you a ton, Tara, on that one. Yeah, if you get alcohol as a cruise, better value. Yes, absolutely. As these excellent sportsmanship, I can't say that laughing. Herbert, in his own end zone, fires in the flat on the far side, caught, gain of 5, down to the 14-yard line, 4th and 4. They're going to have to punt the ball away. See the man with a tour. Where'd I go? Went to the Caribbean. Appreciate you a ton. Favorite present this Christmas, so I got some good helmets. So we kicked off a cruise? I've never seen it. But you know what happens. Your Army wins the Family Bowl, yep. But my favorite gift, go whole family just for myself, depends on the cruise. This last one I just went by myself. Jim Ham gave me Starball. Yeah, my favorite gift, I'll send a link to it. Because I can't open it until I get back to Phoenix because it's big. Punt here, it's a short one, field and fair call at the 46-yard line by Noel. So Texas will have it near midfield. There's a flag on the play though. They can't stop Texas. They cannot stop the Texans right now. Has them in the Pop-Tart spell, 21-10. Holding on the Texans. So that's 2 times now the Texans have been called for holding. On a punt to the 36. We're going to cruise alone a little bit, but it's not the worst. You can meet some people. Control your own schedule. My favorite gift that I got 2 of them. One for my living room and then one for the studio. That you'll see if all goes according to plan. I'll link it. I appreciate you on C2 Man. I'm gonna link it. I got this thing. It's gonna go right above my TV in the main room, and then studio. I'm gonna put it on top of the case, on top of the cases. Like sometimes the helmet skill, I'll put it on top of the case. But I got this. I don't know how it's gonna look in the studio, but I know for above my TV in the main room, it's gonna look insane. Hand off here for the middle, gain of 5 to the 41-yard line. How's it going, Doc? I appreciate you tuning in. A good name for the Texans in the same name Grossi's Purple Link, incredible strip staying in the Minnesota Vikings. Ooh. Good name for the Texans. Like 98 points, yep. Only we did live from cruise ship. Problems with the Wi-Fi, you can't go live on a cruise ship. Can't go live. Yeah, those are sick, yeah. I saw it up on my Instagram feed and was like, I need Santa to get that for me. I need that. I saw it pop up as like a targeted ad on Instagram and was like, that is sick. 3 at the top of the screen, back to his right. Hutchinson in motion, play action. They're going to send 4. Stroud, you're wearing a Jones, New Jersey. Checks it down, incomplete, out of bounds. Stop by 1-2. Well, you can put anything on there. So you can do sports. Yeah, yeah, I don't know what would it be. Galveston Swamp Monsters, maybe? I don't know. Adults only cruise ship? I've not been on Virgin. No, I've not been on Virgin. Or Celebrity. Royal Caribbean Commercial Limited Double. I would go back in a heartbeat. 3rd and 5. I think so fine streak. Wouldn't be work. Wouldn't make this game a lot more exciting. JJ Nation Cruiser, that'd be fun. Yeah, but you can do anything Evil Horn Devil Cow team. That'd be nice. Yeah, they send 4. Stroud, out picked off at the 40. Chargers need a spark. They get it. Stroud having a good game today, but not a good decision on the out to the far side. Picked up by Derwin James. The veteran safety makes the play. The Chargers take over in Houston territory for the first time today. I'm not sure what movies took place in Houston. Besides source of stocks, box office news, you can put actual news on there. You can actually put the news on there. Stocks. That's true. I remember. Yep. Flip the field. Was that tipped? It was tipped. That's why. Ball got tipped. I was wondering why the ball was so far behind. It got tipped at the line. Got tipped at the line. Ball the 38-yard line now. Chargers. Matlock in motion. Handoff. Hampton makes one man miss and will get down to the 33. Gain of 4. We got a 5 from Matthew. Appreciate you a ton on that one. It was not turned over. Do you think the NFL expansion again? That's a great question. I would say yes. Not in America. I don't think in America they will have expansion again. Not in the United States. I'm not Jack Lopes right now. But I think in Europe, I think they'll do a European division at some point. And I can't put that one on Stroud. That ball got tipped. You know, he gets hurt a lot. He gets hurt like every game and then comes back. His body's made of glass for whatever reason. Play action, Herbert. Screen pass to Hampton on the near side. Gets a block of the 30. First down, 25-20 in the red zone for the first time today. Alshire takes him down at the 15-yard line. Gain of 18. Mediterranean Cruise. I went on one a while ago. That was awesome. Didn't go to Rome, though. The waters were too choppy to go to Rome. It was pretty choppy. Like, I was, like, thrown up on the boat. Like, it was legitimately really choppy. They couldn't dock. So we didn't get to see Rome, but Mediterranean was beautiful. I would go back. Yeah, but NFL, I think expansion at some point will be in Europe, not in the United States. Not for like 10, 15 years. Well, the 15-yard line. They're going to try reverse to the near side. Can he get the block? He can, and we'll get 6 as a result. Trey Harris. Pass rusher whiffed on that one. 2nd and 4. Well, there's stuff like that. I mean, that's not... It's not defenseless at that point. Yeah, Netflix, I did not like the in-game interviews during the game. I did not like the pregame show. I thought the mics were off. The microphones were really bad. For whatever reason, the crowd noise was too loud. Is that Alshire again? No. No, that is Alshire. That's Lassiter who was down. That is Lassiter who was down for the Texans. The very good defensive back. Which landlocked country would I visit? Ooh, I don't know on that one. I don't know. CFL folds for the Netflix Circana? Yes. But they want to absorb the team. So it would be like Toronto and Vancouver. I could see that. The Paris Jacobins win the Super Bowl? It would take off yes, it would take off a lot of Americans. But 2nd and 4. 3 Europe and 1 African when they go international. No, they go 4. If they go Europe, it's going to be London. It's going to be Munich, Berlin, and probably Dublin. That'll be the first 4. Yeah, player reviews were really cringe. There's no need for it, too. Not during the game. Not during the game. Yeah, Jim's finally not just running on first down. Sign for the Ultimate Tank Bowl Sunday? Oh, you know it. No one's playing. It's going to be awesome. No one's playing for either team. They're just resting anyone. It's so funny. It's been one of the worst games ever played. I'm going to live for it. Barcelona over Dublin? I don't know. We'll have to see how the games in Barcelona go. So I haven't done a Barcelona game yet. Or helps when you run screens on blitz heavy rushers. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you go run, pass, you put them in 3rd down, Put him in easy third down passing situations where you know that you could send guys, you know they're going to be throwing the ball. That's the one thing you can't do against the Texans defense is let him happen. Let him have obvious pass situations. Paulie with a 5. Appreciate you a ton on that one. I watched you ever since you destroyed a press ginger. Good stuff. Appreciate you, man. You know, that was an important video to make. That was an important one. And some people told me he's been involved in some stuff lately. I haven't paid attention since I did the video 2 years ago. But when I did the interviews from home, yes. The interviews they did from home. It's like Chris Carter in his house. It was like a Zoom call. It was really bizarre. I appreciate you a ton on that one, Paulie. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Yeah, I was really proud of how that video came out. I was really proud of how that one came out. And I just know I do things the right way on this channel. I hope I do at least. I hope I do it the right way on here. I appreciate you telling that one. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much, man. Uruguay's not landlocked. It's the southeastern part is bordered. So maybe, I mean, Switzerland, yeah, probably Switzerland on that one. Andorra's landlocked, right? I do Andorra. I'll visit Andorra. But I just had injury timeout. Yep, crazy. First they blocked the punt. Ooh. Yeah, I think Andorra's landlocked, right? I think they're landlocked. You conduct player reviews via Zoom call. Yep. Well, like former players, like Barry Sanders, Chris Carter. Yeah. Guys like that. I walked the CFL when I remember watching it. I struggled to figure out what team I should root for, even though I narrowed down to BC and Saskatchewan. I'd probably go BC if I was a fan of the CFL. I would go BC. It's beneficial for him too. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see on that one, RFK. We will see. 2nd and 4. Double them have one team in Germany, then Spain gets one. I can see that. So on the 2, the winner of Giants Raiders should draft number 1. Well, then you would see more tanking by the players. Because what incentive does Geno Smith have to play well? Let's say. Be like, wait a sec, Geno Smith. Yeah, Vatican also. Yeah, I would do the Vatican too. Yeah, never got to see the Vatican because we didn't go to Rome, so that was awesome. You're going to the game tomorrow, aren't you? They're going to the game tomorrow. That'll be fun. Don't leave momentum at the pro level. I think to some extent, it depends. Depends on the situation. But, like, if I'm Geno Smith, wait, if I play well, they can draft my replacement. 2nd down. 2 at the top. Back underway here. I formation, the give to Hampton up the middle, trying to bounce outside on the near side, brought down the 10. Loss of 2. And taken down on the play by Kevon Wallace. Brings up 3rd. I'd be facetious, yes. Well, I did that in the UFL. In the UFL. No, not the Chargers. No, we're talking about the Arizona Bowl. The UFL, they did that, where the first pick has... The winner of the Tank Bowl got the first pick. 3rd and 6. The 10-yard line. 1 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Back to his left. Now McConkey goes to the top of the screen. 3 wide. Herbert's been sacked twice today on 3rd down. Can he get rid of it here? Gonna try and scramble to the outside. Fires on the run. Overthrown. Just throwing that away out of the back of the end zone. We'll see if they settle for 3. Come out of the tour. Fell number 4. Not anymore, you're not. Not anymore. Right, you don't want that in Vegas, yeah. But would he get a starting job anywhere? I don't know if he would get a starting job anywhere. Appreciate you, Tangamana. 2nd game number 1? You are tied for 1 at this point. Tied for 1. Appreciate you, man. 4th and 6, they'll sell for 3. Can't take full advantage of the Derwin James pick, but they will have Dicker try a 27-yard field goal. Adds money. Chargers on the board off the turnover. Defense playing better for the Chargers as of late. Can they get another stop? Now down by 11. Yeah, you're number 2 on the podium. You won number 2. Yeah, Geno, I was never crazy about that move. Because I always thought ever since the second half of 22, he had not been playing the best football. For a while, I'd say he was not playing well. You said for this opportunity? Yeah, not good. Not ideal. If you're just joining me for the first time, this is not my regular setup. Remember, this is my parents' place because I was supposed to be back in Arizona by now, but my flight got canceled because it is snowing in the Northeast. So my flight yesterday got canceled. I'll be back on Tuesday. Back on Tuesday. How's it going, Nathan? Looking for someone to stream reacted, so it chose you. Merry Christmas. Happy early New Year. Appreciate you a ton, Nathan. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, again, this is not my regular setup. This is just my parents' basement because I was visiting for the holidays, and then there was a snowstorm that canceled my flight, so I am going to be back in my regular location with all the helmets behind me, all the Texans helmets, Chargers helmets, and whatnot. I'll be back there on Tuesday for that. So this is just a little sneak preview of what you see, but this is not what it's going to look like. If you're just starting for the first time, this is not what it usually looks like. Tries to get full? Yes, they did. Yep. I get it. First half, take the points. I get it. I would have gone for it, but I get it. But if you're going to go, you run on third. Noel on the kick return, trying to bounce outside. He's going to run a real estate on the far side of the field, the 23-yard line, with 6 minutes to go in the half. Now, I will say, if the Chargers going to stop here, they can double dip potentially, because they do get the ball. Sports Talk stole my thunder on that one. They do get the ball for the second half. Chargers are not pressing. No, they are not. And Lassiter, in more concerning news for the Texans, Lassiter, who left after the second down play earlier on the last drive. This year is quite nice. Appreciate you, Jason, on that one. A lot of sports stuff there. He's walking into the tunnel with the towel over his head. We'll see if his day is done. They'll go to Jordan to start this drive up the middle. He'll get 3, 2nd and 7. If you're just tuning in, if you like, we see that like button, subscribe. If you are a member, you get a lot of perks for being a member. Members only Q&A streams. Exclusive game. Yeah, they've had it for the last few years. I don't like it. We do have emojis in the chat if you're a fan of either one of these teams. Second down. 5.5 to go in the first half. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. They're going to motion Hutchinson over to the line. Another handoff here to Jordan to the 30. Breaks the tackles on the 35. And Gerard Jordan down to the 37-yard line before he's taken down the second level by Still. It's a gain of 11 and a first down. Texans last time out against the Raiders did not run the ball that well. 83 yards rushing on 26 carries. Now 3 yards a carry. Or at least he's walking, yeah. At least he's walking. That's the good news. NFL moves exclusive to streaming? No. No, part of why the NFL is big is because it's easy to access. I think you lose the casual viewer if you go to streaming only. The barrier to entry is high. Stretch play here to the near side and brought down at the 35-yard line. Marks his first carry of the drive, and he gets thrown down behind the line for a loss of 2 by Tony Jefferson. You looking like Carolina, Tampa? I don't think it's going to be that, because neither of those teams are that appealing. I know it means a lot. I think Niners, Seahawks is a really good shot. Right, conservatively near field goal range. Yep. Play it like normal, but then conservatively near field goal range. Who came first? Chargers or the Rams? So Rams came first. Rams have been around since the 30s when they were in Cleveland. I think 1938 was their first year. Chargers were 1960. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom, back to his left. 2nd and 12. Play action. Stroud hits route, and that's caught by Noel. First throw for Stroud since the pick on that tip ball. He gets 8 on that one. 3rd and about 6 for Noel for his 3rd grab of the day. Oh, yeah, the side comments. Yeah, I mean, I let everything go. I pretty much let everything go in this, so. Figure why not? We have a good community here. I guess a big time win on that one, Summer. Also freezing. I also say you were freezing your butt off. 3rd and 4. Ball to 43. Marks to his left. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom of the screen. Stroud in the gun. 3 wide. Takes a snap. They're going to send the house. Pressure off the edge. Free rusher. Let's get rid of this. Incomplete. I'm not sure if Stroud was ready for that snap. He seemed off balance when he got it. The Texans have not crossed the Chargers 40 since the Dalton Schultz penalty. LIVESTREAM probably saw him on TV one day. But I think it was 14-0 for the Texans. They had all the momentum on their side. 3rd and short. Dalton Schultz gets called for a penalty for unnecessary roughness. After shoving a guy to the ground, shoving Tart. Would have been 17-0, maybe 21-0. Instead, no flag on that one. They get nothing out of it. Now the Chargers get it back. They get the defensive stop they need. And a chance to double dip potentially. So get inside the 20-yard line for the fair catch. I do have a great community here, so we do. So Jags fan text from least favorite team by far. Join the club. Join the freaking club on that one. I'm terrified of the Texans. I never really had a problem with them. And then the Elshire thing happened with Trevor Lawrence and the Joker and D'Amico Ryans' reaction, all that. And now the Texans are #1 rival. Paulie was here just one #1 for a minute. Well, there you go. There you go. Back in front. I appreciate you a ton, Paulie. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, you are back at #1. Get shot. I appreciate you a ton, man. I ball at the 13-yard line here. Play action for Herbert. They're going to throw it on first down to the near sideline. Come back for that one. Caught by Johnston. QJ. His first of the day. He gets 16. And a first down. Coming over GG. There you go. Made on to Browns ball. Trust me, well, it's not really momentum. Like, that was just, you had a chance to make it a 3-score game. Right? Not really, right. I wasn't going to talk momentum on that side. Like, that was more, you were going to make it a 3-score game. You were going to make, barring anything crazy, you were going to make it a 3-score game. And then at that point, everything changes. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom, back to his right here. Herbert. Shovel pass. What the heck was that play? Okay, Trey Harris on the grab on the shovel pass. Going to lose 4. Yeah, exactly, JP. 2nd and 14. I'm not sure Harris knew if that ball was coming to him. That was one of the sloppiest shovel pass designs I've seen. They don't have to call a play. I wouldn't. They can take this down to the 2-minute warning. We'll see if they do. I would. And they look like they're going to do just that. 2:01. Yep, they're taking it down to 2 minutes. I know, Jim, what are you doing? Good play. Good play. All right. We got the 2-minute warning. 14-3. Chargers looking for a chance to double dip here. Both teams have all their timeouts. Right, South team's an Oregon fan. Although, I mean, Oregon doesn't have any pro sports teams outside the Blazers. In terms of the Big Four. Who should be Times Person of the Year? Oh, man. I mean, I think they got it right. In the sense of, it was never about the best person. It's always the most influential person. And you see, I mean, AI is taking over in 25. So I get it. It was always about, like, the most noteworthy, most influential person that changes society, for better or worse. It's always been that. It's never been about the best person. It's just the most influential person or people. So I didn't hate that pick. They've done worse. Yeah, sure, Sanders should have been it, though. Sure, Sanders should have been the guy. Well, Jazz makes sense, too. It's better than me with, like, oh, I'm a Jaguars fan all the way in New York. Biggest travesty of the year. Which player is Russell Wilson? Most influential? Although that was in 24. His actions were in 24. So, like, when the trial happens, that will be. He might do it there. Do you think on sale? I'm not sure. Trevor and Travis commercial? I love it. It feels so weird the Jags have a national commercial. It is so weird, but I love it. Yes, no, the Austrian Painter won the award. You won the award. I've won Time Person of the Year. Word of the Year is wow. How's it going, Tim? Merry Christmas to you, too. Appreciate you tuning in. Right, that went to college, and you know the rest. Yep. Yeah, you were Times Person of the Year back in 06. Like, it's never been about who the best person is. It's not like a humanitarian award. It's about who changed society. What we're going to look back on. Like, 25 was the year that AI really took over. Right, I was second person, yes. You one time when you were in front, yep. All right. Arizona, Iowa State, UConn, Michigan be ones right now? Yes. For the 1 seeds, yep. If I was making content, 06, yep. It was making it for school. I guess, technically speaking. Right, since you are not you, you are I, we are us. Join the hive. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Back to his right here. Both teams all their timeouts. I'm not sure why I had 2 for the Texans. Herbert trying to step up, avoid the sack. Flushed out to the near side. And he will get out of bounds. Hit was clean. If the Chargers won't protect the quarterback, but Herbert was in the green when the shot was delivered. Man of the year was the AI, the people that built AI. Yeah, that hit's clean. Trevin Smith, that was a clean shot. He was on the green. 2 words say there were $20 or more. Nice. Gonzaga, Purdue, Vandy, Duke, and twos. Yep. That's going to stop the clock. That helps the Texans out a lot. That helps the Texans out a ton. It's 3rd and long. Empty backfield. 3 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Herbert takes in the gun. They're going to send 4. Herbert looking for time. Deep shot down the near sideline. Has a man! QJ! Down to the 15-yard line. And now the Texans should take a timeout. Finite end to the drive. And all that. It's a gain of 55 yards. And Quentin Johnston giving this team some life with his second grab of the day. Texans should really take a timeout. They're not pressed for time. The Chargers are not pressed for time. We're not calling those anymore. Nope. That was a clean hit, too. That was a clean hit. Should have been the 6-7 kid, yeah. And the Texans, they're not taking timeout. I'm not sure what they're doing. Chargers snap with 11. Herbert dropped, and Alshire picks it off at the 1-yard line. Oh, my goodness. Just as the Chargers were doing something, Herbert with a strike, and it goes off the hands of Gadsden, his tight end. Oh my goodness. The Texans take over at the 1. Perfect throw by Herbert. Figure we're going to be inside the 2. And now the Texans have it as Alshire in the right place at the right time as Gadsden drops the ball. Can't put that one on Herbert. What do they call games? Appreciate you a ton, DRN. Appreciate you a ton. 13th pick for Herbert. Obviously, that was not his fault. Now, the Chargers have all their timeouts. So you figure Texans, you're just trying to get some breathing room. You're not really trying to score on this drive. Just want to get a first and take it into the half up by 11. But the Chargers have their timeouts. So you figure for the Chargers, you burn all 3 here. You try to get the ball back with good field position. You still have a chance to double dip if you get a stop. You still have a chance to get a double dip. Should have ran the ball. I can't blame the play call there. I mean, it was a... I can't really blame the play call at all on that one. Got to catch the ball. QB sneak there for Stroud. He'll get 2 at the 3-yard line. The Chargers will burn their first timeout. No surprises there. Yeah, I missed a lot in the chat because obviously a lot happened in the last 60 seconds. Probably would have ran and forced to use up some of their time. Yeah, I would have done it too, but I can't hate the play call because you were timeout of the year in 2000 and never. There you go. A tackle stopped the touchdown and it being huge. Yep, for second night. Wonder if the Texans would better off letting him score, but nope. They're not in that spot. It's never let him score until we're talking 4th quarter. Like, will you ever touch the ball again? It's never in that spot. See if anyone's watching effect. Yep. You got to throw the high catcher balls. Always prone for turnovers. Yep. And Gadsden, his first target of the day. He's had a good season, over 600 yards receiving for the 5th round pick out of Cuse. 2nd and 8. 1 the top, 1 the bottom. I formation here. They'll run it again. Marks, first down, 10, 15, down the far sideline of the 22. And now we'll see if the Texans want to go. I think they will. They're going to call a timeout with 52 seconds. Pop-Tart, try and put a jack on the previous team. Pop-Tart, oh, I love that. I did not see that. So now the Texans with a big chunk play gain of 19 for Marks before he's taken down in the second level by Henley. Texans will burn their first timeout. My scorebook is wrong. There we go. Now they can go. You figure the Chargers, even with that, had a chance to double dip. Well, let's take the timeout anyways. I'm actually not sure if they're going because the timeout is for an injury. Ed Ingram. Now, I don't know if they would have taken the timeout regardless, but Ed Ingram is down. Texans O-line already a bit banged up. Trent Brown not playing. Ursery not playing today. And now Ed Ingram goes down. Oh, yeah, he got rolled up by Tooley. Oh, no. Yeah, Tooley got rolled up by Tooley. Oh, man. Got rolled up on by Tula. He's still on the ground. Oh, man. You never like the look of that. You never like the look of that. So again, I don't know if the Texans are actually going to try on this drive. I don't know. Because the Chargers still have 2 timeouts. Chargers still have 2. So I can't get the ball back. If you throw an incomplete pass and then run it twice. The new editor was just a big fan if I won person of the year. Can you imagine? Ingram's walking off on his own power. That's good to see, but a bit gingerly. We will see what his status is. First down, the 22-yard line. See if you get their injury timeout quota. Yep. Houston sit their stars for the rest of the season, play the third stringers on all sides. Yes, they should. Yes, they should on that. Ball the 22. Texans to burn the timeout because of the injury. I'm not sure if they were going to go either way. How do you play this here if you're the Texans? You have a 14-3 lead. Playing well defensively. You're about 35 yards outside of range. If you go and don't get it, Chargers have a chance to drive down the field, make it a 1-score game, and then get the balls for the second half. You play conservatively, you do get to have a 2-score lead going into the half, and that's the risk, because that pass to Schultz to the outside on the far sideline of the flat, incomplete. And that stops the clock. You can really do either one on that one, Sports Talk. Like, there's no dumb decision here. There's no dumb decision here whatsoever. Napoleon Waterloo, some historical dumb decisions. Russia in the winter and beating Russia in the winter. That's a historical dumb decision. 2nd and 10. Stroud on the gun. One on the top, 2 of the bomb. Back to his right. Going to take it. They're going to send 4. Stroud pressured. Picked off! Low throw. Pick to the 32-yard line. Was looking for Kirk, and Elijah Molden dives down to get it. And this second quarter, the ending of it is on all sorts of drugs right now. So no harm done for the Chargers after the Gadsden drop interception. No harm done. The first pick I couldn't put on Stroud because it got tipped. That one I don't know what it was doing. It was blanketed. Molden was in perfect zone coverage there in that spot. Kirk on the slant, didn't see it. I don't know what's going on. Stroud, as good as he looked the first quarter, that's how bad he's looked the second quarter. And now the Chargers have with 45 seconds, 2 timeouts at the 34-yard line. 32-yard line, I should say. This game is bizarre right now. 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom, back to his right. Herbert, they're going to send 4. Looking down the near sideline, coming back for that ball. It's Johnston, and it's caught at the 21-yard line. Gets out of bounds, stops the clock. I think Kirk went the wrong route. I know he threw it to the right spot. I mean, Kirk was going that way. Perhaps getting a missed field goal or a turnover or something. Can you imagine? Opening 2 and then 3 fronts the next 4. Yeah, really dumb decision. Yep. What is this game? I don't know, JP. This game is bizarre. Train picks. Beta drugs feels that way. So I wonder about the Texans. You can count on starting stupid crap like this. Yeah, that was not a good play. Pass for the drug this game is on. 3 of the top, 3 on the bottom. Back to his left. It's Hampton. They're going to send 4. Herbert. Pressured. Tries to escape the sack. Cannot. Brought down the 37. There was a flag on the play, though. Autry. The flag came on the sack. The flag came after Herbert went to the ground. Autry's not celebrating. So they call personal foul, tripping on the defense. So automatic first down. They're going to say that's how the sack happened. Autry stuck the leg out. I'll sweep the leg and it actually bring Herbert down cleanly. You're going to get a tripping call. You don't see that too much on the defense. You'll see it on the offense, but not on the defense. Yep, there it is. There it is. Yeah, it's the right call. It's the right call. At first it wasn't, but Herbert tried to stay upright. Herbert tried to stamp right the second time. He got down because he stuck the leg out. First and goal. Play action. Herbert, pressure on the blind side. Has to escape the second on two. Loses the ball. Scoops it back up the 18. Chargers have a burner their second time out with 25. Third sack today by the Texans. He fell down? No, so he fell down first, but then when he stuck the leg out the second time. When he stuck out the leg, that's where they got him. We're going to Central Lens fiction. Yeah, what's going on in this game? I don't know. This game's on all sorts of drugs right now. 1 minute left for the Chargers. But the triple goal wasn't for the first hit. The first hit was clean. He fell to the ground, did that. You just can't stretch the leg out after you're on the ground. It's like playing on the ground in soccer. Because Herbert escaped that sack. Either way, second and long, this game is very drunk. No more timeout. Is it call the Chargers to lose by 20? Yep. Crazy. I thought this was going to be a rout. Right, Lions going to 5 turnovers last year against the Texans. Stroud crapped the band and couldn't capitalize. Yeah, although Trevor Lawrence's bogey team has been the Texans. Always has been, always will be. Beta trucks. Yep. Empty backfield, 3 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Second and goal. Out route. Clock's going to run. Johnston forward progress was stopped in bounds. So the burn time out with 19 seconds. Now you really got to be careful here for the Chargers because you have no timeouts left. You call that play to just get some yards back and get out of bounds. They can't get out of bounds there. How's it going, Banjo? In the stand in New Mexico? Won the end zone success right now. Nice. Hopefully every good time of the game. Ugly one so far. It's a game of all time. It is a game. It is a game that exists in some universe. 3rd and 15. But no timeouts for the Chargers. So got to be careful here. Especially with this O-line. Herbert's been sacked 3 times already. You're going to take a shot to the end zone, but if you don't get off, you got to rush that field goal down. Obviously, you can't spike the ball to stop the clock. It's going to be 4th down. Got to be really careful here if you're the Chargers. With this O-line against this defensive front that's forced pressure all day, you know they're coming. Texans have gotten home quite a bit on 3rd down today. Got to be careful here. Herbert, they're going to send 4. Got to be smart. Get rid of it. Flushed out. Checks it down. It's caught. And gets it out of bounds Disley. No gain on the play, but at the very least kills some clock. Be about an extra point length on this field goal. Try to make it a 1-score game with a chance to double dip. So 4th and 14. Chargers defense has forced 2 turnovers since the 2 opening drive touchdowns, but Chargers have not gotten a lot of points out of it. Just 6 points if Dicker makes this field goal, which is basically an extra point from 32 yards out. I know if Usher's to enforce your ticketed seats, so move around Furley. You have a game like this, I'm not surprised. He shanked it. It was an extra point length. He shanked it wide right. It was an extra point length, and Dicker shanks it. Are you kidding me? He's been automatic all season, 95%, 37 for 39 on the season. Had not missed from inside 40 all year. 2 turnovers forced by the Chargers in plus territory. They got 3 points to show for it. Texans will take a knee. Go into the half. Chargers get it. You figure they had a chance to double dip. They walk away with nothing. And this game is just what the actual heck. Okay. Well, that was a game. That was a first half that happened. No springs. Yep, no springs on that one. For Cameron Dicker, of all people. Not today. Nope. Oh, my goodness. Well, fans are booing? Yeah, I'd be booing too after that half. That was a rough half. Chargers goes always find ways to choke in big games. Nate Katie never choked. Oh, man. Breaking the half went out on Mr. Will like 5 minutes ago. You did. You did. I saw it. Yeah, I did see it. But, man. Yeah, Eric, literally on that one. Holy cow. 14-3 your score. Chargers get to start the half. For Christmas, I got a lot of helmets. And I got some really cool stuff. I got a lot of helmets. I got a good ticker for my, like an LED ticker. Can Mir win this game? Yep. Hopefully, the random college game is more entertaining than this NFL game. Well, the final 2 minutes of this half were just drunk. Final 2 minutes were just drunk. The greatest game. Your Chargers plus 10.5? Yeah, that's rough. Charter fan has to earn money back? My God. That was quite the half of football. Wacky ending. You were not kidding on that one. Wacky ending. We're at halftime here, and we don't know nothing. When the NFL goes to 36, the Texans are going to be the most hated team among the Chargers faithful. They made the same division, I would think, because they go East, Central, West. If the Chargers scored a touchdown on a legit drive, I have no faith in them. I mean, they were going to, and then Gadsden dropped the ball. He had 2 chances in the red zone. Gadsden drops a pass. Dicker misses a 33-yard field goal. Defense not playing badly for the Chargers. Obviously, the opening drive was really bad. The opening 2 drives were really bad. But since then, Texans have really not done a lot offensively. For the Chargers offense, not answering the call. 3 sacks. Same with Danner, who pays houses for a living. The Texans have not done a lot offensively since the opening 2 drives. They have had 6 drives in that stretch, and a grand total of, I'm doing the math here, about 84 yards. Not much. Not much. Stroud, 2 picks in the second quarter. The Chargers, just no protection up front. A lot of drop passes. Got to care of laundry now. Yep. Tickers, yes. One of those tickers, like Buffalo Wild Wings, if you ever to like a sports bar, it's like one of those tickers. Somewhere ninjas between how to kick versus pay to miss. Yep. I have 3 TVs, but one of them's the monitor, one of them's the game, and then one of them's the Pop-Tart Bowl. If you're going to say rate bowl, rate this half. After this half, I rate that half. 10 on the scale of wackiness. 3 in terms of good football. Brent's right here for Watt's contract, yep. Last name was Yarrison, became a YouTuber. Very similar to Dicker the Kicker. There you go. We went back to East, Central, West. Texas would be Central. No, I think it would be West. I think they would be the West at that point. In terms of drawing for you, 0, yep. There's a lot different 14-6, yep. 1-score game versus 2-score game. A lot different. Colts fan watching this? I'd be fuming if I was a Colts fan watching this. Like, I'd be like, really? Because then the Colts control their own destiny. Like, the Colts control their own destiny if the Chargers win this game. Take all the screens with you, they're your parents. No, these are my parents' screens. Right here, these are my parents' screens. I don't bring my screens back. Boy, you're doing NFL coverage, yep. Yes, he is. I like him on NFL Network. I like him on there. You know, so my MacBook Studio, like I'm in the basement of my parents' place right now. So MacBook Studio, it goes up to the big screen, and then I have 2 TVs that some of them I had from college and then brought back. Just Facebook Marketplace. The old TV I put downstairs, so I have a good setup out here. I have a pretty good setup. It's not my studio setup where I have like a wide monitor I can watch everything. Like I can't watch any tabs on here. That's the problem. I can't watch like my monitor in my studio is so wide I can watch games on the monitor and have no issues there. We can watch multiple stuff on the monitor. Trevor Christopher originally going to be brought out. Had you done Broncos Chiefs? Probably never. All good. All good. Success rate, yeah, Chargers. Woof. 27%. God, that is bad. I'm my parents' basement. Imagine when New York came in. That's the first thing I heard of you. Yeah, there are a lot of people that are tuning in for the first time being like, wait, what is this setup? Who is this guy streaming in this giant basement with a couch behind him? Yeah, again, this is not my regular setup. This is the setup in New York. Again, I'm home for the holidays. And flight got canceled. So I'm back in my regular office on Tuesday. And you get to see the giant setup there. 8 minutes to go to start the second half. We got 2 games on the dock today, including Ravens-Packers over on Peacock. That'll be an interesting game, obviously. Malik Willis, Tyler Huntley. Be 2 backup quarterbacks going at it. Again, no video, no intro video for that one, just because I don't know how long this game is going, so I never do it for double headers like that. But obviously, got a big game for both these teams. Packers to stay alive in the North Hunt. Ravens stay alive in their North Hunt and the playoff hunt for that matter. I'm not sure if he's sound by. I would think at some point he's going to. I think at some point. So I have no faith in the Chargers for a good drive. I don't blame you. I put somebody down on the Texans at the I put somebody down on the Texans after they went up 14-0. So I'm like, you know, I'm gonna either make money or I'll be happy. I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna watch this, I'm gonna make some money at least. Yeah, that was a bad first half for AFC South fans. Very good first half if you're a Broncos fan. But San Diego State just scored for the two-point conversion. Now it's 6-7 here. Oh no. Oh no, not 6-7. And appreciate all you guys tuning in. If you like what we see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe. Helps the channel out a ton. Try to grow this community even more. Just try and get everything in for the next stream. So just be a click of a button. Let's try this. Who Titans want to win? They hate the Texans. So. Ragging a sub calling out his team and take some accountability. Oh, it's not just you. Now, I'm not sure what JJ Redick does. He just calling out his team all the time. It's like, you're the head coach. Like, at some point, the buck stops with you. I'm not saying you never call out your team, but at some point, the buck stops with you. Let me figure this out. So we got here. Crap, 92. Tries to lose on purpose? No, they're playing so sloppily. Green Bay wins still have a chance for the North. Baltimore wins ditto, but they need some help. And then tie would just be insane. Giants Warriors friend style, the one no one wants to win. The one no one wants to win. Yeah, it didn't look good with LeBron. Just ignoring him. Yeah, didn't look good. Don't read too much into it, but did not look the best. Fresno State leads Miami and halftime in Arizona. Then Albuquerque 6-7, baby. 6-7. Think about earlier this year, he's on the hot seat. Yes, absolutely. The talent on that team. Titans want Chargers to win? Yes, 100% they want Chargers to win. There's 7 on a big couch in the background with 2 flags. Yeah, this is not my regular setup. You know that. It's not my regular setup. $20.25. Only NFC West team that's yet to be on Christmas Day. All right, let me think. Well, the Rams played the Russell Wilson, that's how we wanted to cook. The Niners played the Oilers in 93. Cardinals played on Christmas a couple of times. Colts, they played on Christmas. They played the Cowboys on Christmas. So it's got to be the Seahawks. Got to be Seattle on that one. It's got to be Seattle. Tank Bowl, I think the Raiders are playing better as of late. Dart doesn't look the same since Kafka became the coach. He looks more hesitant. I think Raiders win that game. Snoop Dogg leads some marching bands at halftime. Good cheap halftime show. Yeah, I think he blew all his halftime budget on the Christmas game in Minneapolis. Everyone wants Chargers win to avoid worst case scenario early. Yep. They want AFC West to mean something. They want a chance for AFC West to be Sunday Night Football. Ideally, they want AFC West. They want NFC North to be the 4:25 window. They want AFC South as the 1 o'clock window. They want Seahawks, Niners, Broncos, Chargers, and they want the Panthers, Bucks. That's what they want. San Diego State score more than Chargers? That's when you know. So yeah, scoring BYU is goal to go spot. Texans go to the first AFC Championship. I don't see why not. That team is loaded defensively. If they're just average offensively, no one's beating them. If they're just average, what's the Seahawks? Let's go. Yep. Let's go. Worst case scenario happens, you can sign a football. Oof. Worst case, you probably do Seahawks Steiners. You probably go Seahawks Steiners at that point. That's looking like the most likely game at this juncture. Ideally, what the NFL wants is they want the Texans to lose, but they also want the Jaguars to lose. They can have Colts-Texans as a 4:30 game on Saturday. That's what they really want. This is not good for the NFL right now. Second half line is Chargers minus 3.5. Second half total 19. Live line Houston minus 7.5. 12:36. Chargers favored by 3.5 in the second half. Wow. I don't know about that. They've not done a whole lot offensively. If Stroud doesn't turn it over, they really can't move the ball down the field outside that one chunk play to QJ. That is interesting. I don't know if I like that for Houston. I'm not going to do it, but I like that for Houston. Let's go, Miles. Appreciate tuning in as always. All right, let's get this second half underway. 14-3 your score. Chargers get it to start in just a little bit. Baltimore and hate betting on home field. Baltimore win. I wouldn't bet on it. I mean, I know it's Malik Willis on the other side, but he's a darn good backup. I just don't trust Harbaugh right now. I don't trust Harbaugh on the slightest right now. Anime? I do not watch anime. No. Yeah, worst case scenario happens if we get Seahawks and Panthers tie, right? That would be the worst case scenario. Victory either way ensures the division championship game. Right, the Saturday game is kind of screwed, but Saturday night, we'll have a Saturday night football game at the very least. I appreciate all you guys tuning in. Here we go, 14-3. 75% on the Texans to hold on to this lead. They've led since the opening 90 seconds. Wait, two backup quarterbacks. It'd be really hard to handicap it. But here we go. Chargers going left to right. Texans right to left. Kickoff, end zone, touchback, 35-yard line. Yeah, I like the Packers in that game. I think Willis is one of the better backups in football. They really don't miss a beat with Willis at quarterback. I just don't trust Harbaugh right now. I don't trust his coaching. Huntley, I'm not sure he can go down the field. Who? Malik Willis for Stu Huntley in the bingo card for 25? Not me. Definitely not me. These are two of the better backups in football, at least. One at the top. Two at the bottom, including Matlock, the fullback. Back to his left is Hampton. Herbert in the gun. Threw a pick on the opening half. Wasn't his fault. Went off the hands of his son and Gadsden. Herbert, they're going to send 5. Flushed out, going to look to take off and run. Cuts upfield the 40. Down the near sideline, brought down the 42-yard line. Sliding down, forced down by Stingley. Really have not called his name, Derek Stingley, until that play. He's been blanketing guys in the secondary. 2nd and 3. He was a Pro Bowler, yep. By some logic, he was a Pro Bowler. He will have a chance to make a case for starter. 100%. He'll get some bids. He'll definitely get some bids from people because he's played well every time he's been needs to be called upon the last 2 years in Green Bay. He looked sharp. I got to give him a lot of credit. He turned it around for Tennessee. I formation here. One at the bottom of the screen. 2nd and 3. Handoff. Hampton. Nothing doing. Anderson on the stop at the 40-yard line. They can't run at all. About 2 yards a carry in that first half. And Amari and Hampton going nowhere. Matlock can't make the block. Anderson on Matlock. A fullback on maybe a top 5 edge rusher in football. You know how that one's going to go when Anderson just gets in there untouched. Right, Tennessee might just tell them because they were inept. Yeah, maybe. He will score a start if he plays well. Absolutely. If Cam Ward gets hurt, do the funniest thing. Yeah, Tennessee might be the problem. Yeah. 3 at the top, 1 the bottom. Back to his right here. Herbert takes it. They're going to send 4. Pressure up the middle. Jukes outside. Gets the first and loses the ball. Did Gadsden ever hold it? Did Gadsden ever catch it? He did not. A rough game for Gadsden. Herbert did everything. There was no protection there. He stepped up, climbed the pocket, got by Anderson, juked inside, had the first down with his legs, decided to throw it to a wide open Gadsden, and he cannot hold on to the ball. We'll start our next year fact. And it's a quick 3 and out. So Gadsden, 2 targets today. A pick off his hands and a drop. Would have extended the drive. It's a quick 3 and out. And the Texans fair catch at the 15-yard line. 45-yard punt. Antonio gets his or not. You are not kidding on that one. Have a chance to double dip. They get nothing out of it. Yeah, Anderson's going to get a huge back. He'll be one of the highest paid edge rushers in football, and he deserves it. 100% deserves it. Antonio No Gates, yep. Sign up football week 18. I'm leaning this point Seahawks Niners. I'm going Seahawks, Seattle against San Fran. I would think that's going to be the matchup. All right, back on our way here. Going right to left. 2 at the top of the screen, 1 on the bottom. Back to his left. Now back goes to his right is Jordan. Stroud the gun. 2 picks for the second quarter. 2 touchdowns in the first. Which version we get here? We're going to start with a run to the outside on the near side and nothing doing. Bottled up by Tart. Second down. Don't like punting there. I mean, your defense is playing well. To be fair, your defense is playing very well as of late. Really haven't allowed a lot since the opening 2 drives. Very bad drop there. Well, BYU down by 3 in the Pop-Tarts Bowl against Georgia Tech. Second down. Should have run it. I mean, I don't blame for not running it. I don't blame for not running it. He had the guy open. Just got to hold on to the ball. Screen pass to the near side. Caught by his tight end. Breaks a tackle. Gets a block out in front and a first down at the 30-yard line. Gain of 15. But now they're going to say stepped out the 21-yard line. Chargers trying to make the case that he was down and stepped out the 21. Fair proper for? I'm a vanilla guy. Let's see. Chargers trying to make the argument that the tight end there, Dalton Schultz, well, he lost the football. The cameraman got fooled on that one. The ball came out. And it goes out of bounds at the 21-yard line. It touched the white, so yeah, Schultz actually lost the ball there. You got a lot to sort out here. A 3rd and 4. The cameraman got fooled on that one. The ball came out. 3rd down for Stroud. Slam pass, almost intercepted. Troy Dye drops back in coverage on the slant, sticks a hand out, and he was gone if he held onto that ball. It's threw right at Dye. And it's a quick 3 and out for Houston. Dye just sticking a hand out there. Great play. I think it was behind him either way. I don't think it was gonna be a completion either way. Should we first down? No, so Schultz at the 30. The ball came out at the 21. The ball came out well before. The cameraman lost his bearings on that one. Schultz didn't have the final 10 yards of that sequence. So a quick 3 and out. Both teams have their tight ends struggle to start this half. McConkey, and for some space, nothing doing at the 29-yard line. 50-yard punt. No, Schultz to get the first. And also, it's where the ball is. So that's where the ball is. So the ball went backwards to the 21-yard line. Try ball the 29 when we get back here. This game is definitely something. This game is definitely doing something right now. We got a commercial break here. No first downs for either side to start. You know, the cameraman just completely lost his bearings there. That's where the ball is. The ball, the 29-yard line here for the Chargers after the punt return. 50-yard punt of net. Texas Tech ranks to become one of the most unlikable teams. Don't know about that. I don't think most people, like, the average fan cares about Texas Tech. I'm not sure what they're doing in particular that's, like, unlikable. I think LSU is speedrunning that right now. LSU, Georgia, Bama, I mean, Tech, I don't know about that. Calling this a game is an understatement. Yeah, a little bit. Little bit. How are they 11-4? Because they're the Chargers? They had a really easy schedule to start the season off. That helped things a lot. Let's go to be like pulling teeth. Unfortunately, I think so. Fortunately, I could definitely see that. I think it's wrong to not have CBS's number one team covering South Carolina. I'm with you. I 100% agree on that. I would not have Cleveland getting the number one team. I know they won it for the sack record. I get it for the sack record, but I would not be doing that. This game needs to be drug tested? Yep. The NAL spending is something. Not compared to what other teams are doing. I mean, everyone's spending a lot of money on NIL at this point. Right, hard to see the ball when side players covering it. Yep. Max Crosby get knee surgery? So who's upset? Okay. So who's upset about the Raiders holding him out, but he needs surgery? Well, that's dumb. Yeah, I'm with the Raiders on that one. 100% on the Raiders' side on that one. I'm not sure why Crosby was... If he needs surgery, yeah, of course you're going to have to sit out. So something show my Aaron says Steelers Browns made the right call. You have a Sacramento. Miami, I got the Bucks tomorrow. I just don't like Quinn Ewers. The three Styles games in the South are on CBS. Yep. Sure, Southern College? Yes. In that he tries to do too much? Absolutely. Yeah, the athleticism, there's a huge gap in college. It's not, the gap is shrunk in the NFL. He can't do the stuff he did in college. The speed of the game is too much right now. Herbert, pressure. Pocket collapses. He gets brought down for the fourth time today. At the 24-yard line. It's a loss of 6. It's Derek Barnett, the former Eagle, the hero at Super Bowl 52, with the stop. Jim Harbaugh, Glaze, and Herbert, not appropriate to be. Not appropriate to be out right now. Oh, man. Most expensive game price for a quarterfinal this year? Expensive? $50,000. What's that on the record doing? I have no idea. Herbert, pressure from the blind side, throwing down the 18. Back-to-back sacks. It's Barnett. 5 sacks. For the Texans today already. Third and forever. Oh, which game? Oh, most expensive. I would guess. Ugh. Right now, World Cup, right. I would guess Rose Bowl. Just throw my cup and pizza. Nice. To the top, to the bottom, back to his left. Third and forever, Herbert. They're going to send 4. Screen pass here to Hampton on the far side. Gets by Elshire, but brought down the 25-yard line. Gain of 5. 4,000, a great deal for fall. Wow. You got a nice fancy truck with that money. Yep. You could. So 4th and forever, they'll have to punt the ball away. 2 sacks for Herbert. 5 this game already. Herbert's been sacked a lot this year. Been sacked 49 times entering today, make it 54. Season with the 5. We need to stop the stream momentarily. Some are showing lack of faith or Dolphins. The audacity. You don't believe in Quinn Ewers? Don't believe in Daddy Quinn? We need a name for him. If he becomes the guy. Punt out of bounds. Not the best punt, bit of a shank. They're going to move this thing up. They're going to move this bad boy up. How much are they moving this up? Cameraman. Oh my God. Cameraman, show the ref moving up. I don't know where to spot this thing. It's basic stuff. Show the ref moving up. I don't know where this is spotted. And we go to commercial break. We have no idea. No, NFL Network. You never see us amazed with how much you don't know about football. Daddy, I like it. Yeah, I legit couldn't tell you where the ball's spotted. It's Sugar Bowl? Oh, wow. And Georgia missed that? That makes sense. That actually makes sense. Yeah, I have no clue where this ball's being spotted. It is going to be at the 22-yard opponent, so out of the 47-yard line. 47. I don't know if it was crap yet. 47-yard line. Yeah, 47 LA, yep. So they're in plus territory. 22-yard punt is a shank. But that's just basic stuff. You show the ref going down the sideline. Like, we're just guessing on that one. You in first? You were in first, yes. Chargers easily have the worst line in football, yep. Hope perfect game enough for Christmas. Yeah, 47 LA, yep. Rams want the Falcons? I don't know a blowout, but I think they do win that game. I think they do win. Yeah, I feel like a traffic cone can block better than Bobby Hart. Oh, Bobby Hart's great. I think he'd be fitting well in the Texans or the Colts or the Titans. Got the goal. Keep doing so now. There you go. No, I don't think I had Coke yet, unfortunately. Holidays are coming. The holidays are past already. I guess we got New Year's, but we get new ads January 1st. Whether kind of the ref, I have no clue. Meaning F on our broadcast video at this rate. Oof. I mean, Rich Eisen's not good. I don't know how he's doing this game, but in general, he's not good at play-by-play. Holidays been good. Holidays are definitely good. A bit unexpected, seeing as I did not think I'd be in New York still. Thought I'd be in Phoenix at this point, but we're here for another few days because of the weather, so. Holy Peacock learns lesson. It was fine last year. To be fair, Peacock was fine last year, so fingers crossed. Ball to 47. Marks in the backfield. We got a fiber from Paulie. No, I'm in first. I love it. No, I'm Dirty Dan. There you go. I appreciate you a ton, Paulie. Just a count work. Yeah, that was bad. Marks makes a man miss and brought down at the 43-yard line. Appreciate you a ton on that one, Paulie. As always. Come on, hot today. I appreciate you a ton. Travis has been terrible this game. Oh, man. Which doesn't surprise me. Has he still the announcer? I don't know. I don't know how. Checks bowl game score. Well, can't hide in the bowl game. Well, it's 21-18, the Pop-Tart Bowl. But it hasn't happened yet. Is rewind the roll. Yep, pretty much at this point. Played non-Christmas music yesterday while driving around yesterday. Yeah, I'm done with Christmas music. After the 25th, I'm done. Play action. Stroud flushed out to the far side. Looking to direct traffic. Gonna throw it down the field. Second read. Collins on the crosser to the 20. Breaks a tackle. Pushing it down to the 16-yard line by Molden. Second grade for Collins today. He gets about 20 yards, and that'll be a first down. 28 yards. In plus territory at the 18-yard line. Zach Tom is out for the Packers as well. It's a lot of injuries this one. Better team aside from quarterback? Browns. Browns are better. He does look good. He's good. He does. Let's say it was out the 20-yard line, so in the red zone. Right, you lose 12 days. Jet sweep to the near side to the 15 and Noel out of bounds to the 12-yard line. There was a flag on the play. So they doing it? Yeah. Oh. Gotta do that. I have the cap locks on as well. For some reason. Holding on the offense, so instead of a gain of 8, back it up. Make it a loss of 10. Tigers up to the Super Bowl? No, I take him down around January. I'll take him down in January. But still play Christmas music? Targets by you? Why? Oh. He'll get on the outside there on the hold. Easy call. That one's an easy one. Ball the 28-yard line. Hand over the middle. Marks. Loss of 2. Second down. Truly on the stop. And then you go to the 31st, I can live with it. After the first, no. Somehow, it's not, they don't have ABC on at this establishment? Really? There's a Pop-Tart grilling right now. There's literally a Pop-Tart that's grilling on the sideline. Why when the risk holding? I don't know why you do it. Kyler Murray now, mid-70s Phipps. Oh, Murray. Easily Murray. Two at the top, one bomb back to his left. Hutchinson, the bottom of the screen. They're going to send 4. Screen pass to the outside. Kirk brought down behind the line. Loss of 3. Texans going backwards ever since the Collins grab. Now you got to be careful you don't get yourself in a field goal range. And extra cool weather again. It depends on where you're in the country. It's pretty cold right now in New York. 3rd and forever. The Ferris wheel by Sale Warfarm was playing Christmas songs on New Year's Eve. Ooh. Yeah, that's like the last day. So, documentary on the peacock animal? I did not know that, but that must be fascinating. First time it's defense holding? Yes. Yeah, no problem with that. Otherwise, you just hold in every play, they get beat. They send 4, Stroud, hitch route, call the 29, will keep you in field goal range. Nowhere close to the 6 for Hutchinson, gain of 10. Right, most radio stations, I think Sirius stops their Christmas stations around the 27th. So, sell for Fairbairn's field goal. And a quarterback Barnes of Scalmer to Arizona improving less than different. Yes. 100%. Fairbairn making a 14-point game. Some money this season. And he has money there. With 6 to go in the third, Texans lead by 14 points. And especially like drag the guy to the ground. Yeah, they're going to do 2 New York City balls, which they haven't done in like over 100 years. I'm excited for that. So they're doing the regular New Year's drop, then after that they'll do a second drop for the 250th. They'll do a drop on July 3rd, which will be cool. Obviously it was not alive in 1976, but I know that the country went all out for 200. I hope they go all out for 250. It seemed pretty cool going all out for 200. I'm sure the NFL will do like a patch for 250 as well. 17-3. Second thing I missed? Nope. What is going to improve the most? Definitely offensive line. Definitely the O-line needs a lot of work. Hold on, way more these days? No, it's pretty consistent. It happens a lot. I think the problem is that back in the day, they didn't show the replay of the hold. So they didn't have enough cameras. Now they show the replay of the hold. We're holding a ball drift for the 250th? I mean, why not? The 250th year of the country? I mean, every 50 years they'll do something crazy for the country. They did it for 200. They'll do it for 250. I mean, that's a big milestone. Was it the quincentennial? Charles are cooked. Yeah, not looking good right now. Their offense can't get anything going. Fairbairn or Little? They're both really good. Oh, man. I'm going to take Little by a hair on that one. I'm taking Little. 8 biggest cap hits are the quarterbacks and 9 of the top 10. That sounds about right. Retail 1 year during the overnight shift sucking shelves at Home Depot a long time ago before college. It was Christmas music for 2.5 months with no break. My condolences. Like, I love Christmas music, but if I worked retail and I couldn't choose the songs, that'd be a problem. Students are very pleased right now. Yes, they are. 20 minutes away from going to the playoffs. Only once in the last 20 years has a team made the playoffs after starting with an 0-3 record was the Texans in 2018. Except in New York, does that mean the quiz is actually happening? I don't know if he's... Because I know they're going to a party tonight. We'll be live in 2076. Hopefully me. Hopefully me. With the Strouds, it's a Tom Grossi skit. Because there's a lot of quick passes in college, so you don't really have time to develop the blocks. 17-3 your score. Chargers looking for any signs of life to keep their AFC West hopes alive. They lose this game. Broncos clinch the division. I've not seen... Oh, the Star Wars Holiday Special? Yes, I have. Oh, God. So boring. The weird thing about that special is that it's like just boring. Kickoff return to the 35-yard line. Carol the Bells we played during the last Ravens Packers commercial. Every version of that song. That's why I don't listen to Christmas music on the radio. It makes sense. Special America 300th birthday stream. That'd be fun. Stroud stream. It's just a song that plays anytime the Texans appear on stream. So the curse for eternity will land on the Texans. Nice. But every quarterback runs seasons, you don't really need good pass blocking. Yeah, to some extent, yeah. But Star Wars, it drags on. Now, there are some parts that are just like, what on earth were they thinking? But the Wookiee thing for 10 minutes with no subtitles, I don't know what they were thinking there. The instruction manual, play action, the musical numbers, the VR, you know what scene. No, let's get to second 8. There's literally a soft scene in that special. I'm not making that up. If you've never seen a Star Wars holiday special, there is literally a soft you-know-what scene. Aired on over-the-air television, made for kids. There was literally a soft you-know-what. I'm like, what on earth am I watching? So the opposite drive in the field, yep. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Back to his right, second and 8, ball the 38-yard line. Watching the 300th America birthday stream, my nursing home complete with double hip replacements. They're going to send 6. Flag flies immediately. Herbert goes down for the 6th time today. He's thrown down, but there was a flag on the play. Flew immediately on the snap. Toe on the play. Especially, oh God, on that one. So offside on the defense, so the sack's not going to count. 2nd and 3. You know, I'm not making that up. For Oregon's fan go to the portal, yeah, I wonder if that means they're going to try and get Underwood. Because, obviously, Moore's not coming back next year. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, Reset Social Memory Bank, yep. Literally, there is a... where is it? Yeah, it's right around the 28-minute mark. They hook Chewie up to this... Yeah, that was the only good part of the special, was the Boba Fett part. 2nd and 3. Ham in the middle. Hampton bottled up. Nowhere to go. Toe on the stop. Like a 28-minute mark. Basically, they get Chewie a gift for Christmas. It's like a VR machine. This is 1978. And you can watch anything you want on the machine. And it's... He watches... Yeah. He watches you-know-what. Well, let's try to what's the guy, yeah. Should be a false start there. 3rd and 3. 2 at the top is Allen. No catches from today. He's in the slot. 1 at the bottom, back to his right. Motion McConkey over to the line. Herbert, they're going to send 4. Trying to step up, going to throw on the run. That's caught. At the 40, it's Keenan Allen. His first of the day. And now get a gain of 17 and a first down. Right, for kids, yep. There's 3 hour-long Chris special I have to watch. It's going to be one of them. Oh, yeah, you're gonna be amazed by how bad it is. Chargers, yards per carry, about 2. Heartstopper, I have not. No, I have not. Star Wars Holiday Special number 1, the dumbest ideas in TV history. I mean, I think it was a bad idea. Just the way they did it was stupid. Yeah, I heard, like, the ratings for IMDb for Stranger Things Season 5, it's not good. Part 2, at least. 1 on the top, 2 of them back to his right. I mean, the idea for Holiday Special is not terrible. The way they go about it is dumb. Deep shot on the fly route. QJ out of bounds. Incomplete looking with Lassiter on the coverage. Who's back in the game, which is good to see. Like, Life Day is not a bad concept. You know, for kids, yeah. Big lift alligator over there. 2nd down. Loses the ball, gets it back. They have run on 2nd down a lot today and it has never worked. Fortunate for the Chargers, they're able to fall in at the 44-yard line, 3rd and 14. Wayne Knight, Jordan Barnett in the portal. Not surprised. Yeah, Jamie's going to lose a lot of their guys. Yeah, left is cannon. Yep. Left is cannon. 3rd and forever. 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Motion McConkey over. Back to his right. They'll send 4. Herbert. 5 sacks taken today. Got to take off and run for his life. He'll get the first. Lowers the shoulder to the 25-20. And out of bounds to the 16-yard line. McConkey sets a gorgeous block there to help things out. Justin Herbert. Gain of 28 yards. It was pressured immediately to take off and run and just lowers the shoulder at the first down line. And then McConkey, keeping the play alive, blocks Petrie. Just trucking Derek Stingley on that one. Right now, Walmart Radio back then, only CDs, yep. Columbia College Qualis lost to NCW. Oh, man. That's probably the only Qualis game we'll ever do on stream. Has to be the only one we'll ever do. You heard all from the White Christmas by Neil Diamond and Aaron Neville? Why is Aaron Neville doing White Christmas? It's hard to understand, like, his songs half the time. But his White Christmas is pretty good. And Stingley is down. Murder Drones, I have not. I've not seen him. I love that. But Stingley is down. Again, he took a shot from Herbert when the shower got lowered. Well, BYU up by 4, 25-21 in the Pop-Tarts Bowl. Got a good one over on ABC. Yeah, season 1 Stranger Things. Yeah, I've seen like a few episodes. Yeah, that did not... Yeah, upper body injury. It's not the turf sports talk. No, it's upper body injury. It happened on the truck. It's on a 180. Yes, I have. Without a soup kit? I don't know how I ever did that. What an invention that was. Yeah, there's a cooking show. Yes, there is. Stir, whip, stir. Yep. One at the top, one at the bottom. Ball at the 16-yard line. Herbert, they're going to send 4. Swings out to the far side. Hampton, one-handed grab. And it'll be brought down out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Gets a block from Gadsden. Forced out by Lassiter. 2nd and 7. Right, Packers lose. Bears from the north. Which is crazy. The first time since 2018. Right, Elm on the helmet. That's allowed. They're allowed to do that. You can't grab the face mask, but that's fine. Do you know what I hear? I love that version. That's a very unpopular That's a very unpopular opinion. I love that version. That's like one of my favorite versions of the song. On the bottom of the screen, they fake the end around to QJ. Herbert flushed out. Looking to throw on the run. Goes sidearm. End zone. Almost picked off. Lassiter. Rams have a short weekend play Saturday. Yeah, you can. I mean, they do Sunday to Thursday. 3rd and 7. They're trying to target the secondary now with Stingley out for the time being. And a risky pass looking for his tight on the crosser. Threw it behind him. Looking for Gadsden. Lassiter should have had the pick in the end zone. 3rd and 7. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Herbert, they're going to send 4. Trying to step up. He will get rid of it on the run. Caught by QJ at the 5. There's a flag on the play. It's a gain of 8 as things stand. If this was the 80s, that's a sack. He's in the grasp. But he somehow gets rid of it as he's in the grasp. Holding on the defense. Obviously, that'll be declined. Automatic first down at the 5-yard line. I'll have to go across the country. Yeah, that's happened before. On the Roosevelt and Kirk Edit with John Brody and Snoop Dogg. And they had Burt Reynolds on broadcasts before. For a bowl game. So, what the craziest thing in the world. First and goal at the 5. Times are collapsing. I don't know about that. Still plenty of time left. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. The motion QJ over the bottom of the screen. Herbert, handoff to Hampton. And he'll be brought down at the 1. You know Christmas song I like his Last Christmas? That one from Grinch? Which one from Grinch? Which version of Grinch? Wait, Where Are You Christmas? I like the one by Faith Hill. Yeah, it's 4 down territory. Not the 1-yard line. Yeah. Norm McDowell would have been a very good broadcaster. Yeah. I think you mean Turd Ferguson would have been a very good broadcaster. 18 out of the phonograph recording of Hark the Herald onto YouTube. Oh, I gotta hear that. Right now, Thursday, week 18. Saturday games will be, I think, Broncos Chargers and Bucks Panthers. Yeah, I'm gonna go West Coast with a newer song. Came out in the 80s. Play action, Herbert. Naked bootleg, tight end, 1 back in the end zone. Gadsden's not dropping that one. Gadsden's had a howler of a day. Dropped a ball that resulted in an interception. Dropped a pass on 3rd down earlier in the drive. Not dropping that one. Wide open on the naked bootleg. And the Chargers find the end zone for the first time today. They were covering the flat. Covering Disley, and just sneaking in from behind was Gadsden. Sneaking out, peeling out, wide open the back of the end zone. Don't lock those in. Nope. Don't lock those in. 17-9. Dicker. Last time he tried to kick from 32 yards out, he missed it. That was a field goal. This is an extra point. This one's good. 17-10. Merry Christmas, I love that song. Yeah, that's a great one by Faith Hill. I think the newer ones, we're talking the last 25 years. We're talking 21st century. The ones I like are Underneath the Tree, Like It's Christmas by the Jonas Brothers, Where Are You Christmas? Those are really the big 3 from the last 25 years. Not really a Santa Tell Me person. The enunciation's not great on that one. Wham is recording Last Christmas, the only proper one, as is Darling Love is recording Christmas Baby Peace Come Home. I've heard that about Last Christmas. I don't hate that opinion for Last Christmas. Man, I like the Taylor Swift version, the Ashley Tisdale version. Drive in 13 seconds. Wife and I are ordering pizza tonight. Bills fans beware. Credit chart is finally a good drive. Now, Darling Love, I disagree with that. Merry Christmas, that was 1990. That was the 90s. That was what, 96, 97? But that's a great song. Yes, I love that one. Also, Backstreet Boys' Christmas Time Again in 2012. That is a classic Christmas song. Not classic, but like 21st century, that's one of the few. Like Believe by Josh Groban. That's a top 5. Where Your Christmas Believe, Christmas Time Again, Like It's Christmas, Underneath the Tree. That's a top 5 from 21st century. Taylor version of Last Christmas. I mean, again, it's very country. But Christmas Baby Peace Come Home, no, U2's got a great version of that song. U2 has a very good version of that song. I mean, Darling Love's version is iconic. It's the best version, but U2, I do like that version a lot. And Michael Bublé's got a good version. So Mariah Carey's got a good version of that song. Yes, I'm Backstreet Boys ones. Yes, those are great. Brenda Lee's recording Rock Around the Christmas Tree, never surpassed either. I would agree with that, yeah. I would definitely agree with that. I mean, there are other versions of the song, but I'm not really crazy about anything that's not the Brenda Lee version. There are some exceptions. I think Lady A's got a good version. Fantasy Championship has 72% chance to win, 87% chance of the third league. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, Wham did Last Christmas. Yes. Yes, they did. In New Year's Day for me without listening to New Year's Day by you too. Yep. New Year's Day, I listened to all the songs that hit number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 in order. Did they do Respect to Darling Love? Yes, they did. Yes, they did. There's a flag in the game. In the Georgia Tech game. Kyla Bell's Ukrainian folk song Usher in the Spring? I would never have gotten that. No way would I have ever thought that. That'd be the Dream Scenario, Jackson, yep. I think the melody is. Oh, that makes sense. I was going to say, the lyrics do not have anything about spring. The lyrics say Christmas is here. Immorbidly ironic as George Michael and Eartha Kitt both passed away on the very holiday I sang about. Yep. It was this last Christmas. Do you know that rock is not a good Christmas song? That's a hot take. Christmas song, I like Nat King Cole's version, I like Sammy Davis's version better. I like the Luther Vandross version the best. Best Trappin' Home Alone, it's gotta be from the first one. The original's the best. Oh, big grab by Georgia Tech on 4th and 15. Oh my goodness, down in the red zone. Oh my goodness, down in the red zone, Georgia Tech. In the Pop-Tart Bowl. Oh, New Year's Eve? No, I do not. No, holiday ones I don't do. I don't do the holiday ones. And that never hit number 1 on Billboard. That one never did. Down the 25-yard line on the return. It's just from that to about like 2007 or about. Yeah, but holiday ones, I don't count. On that. I never heard that Christmas song by 21 Pilots. I've never heard that one. Do I like the Helms version, or like the Hall & Oates version, or like Brenda Lee version? Well, those are like the 3 big versions, so. What a play by Georgia Tech. Holy cow. Pop-Tart Bowl is insane. Just being in that league category gets more consistent barrier protection. Yeah, you see it in spurts, yes. He's got to do the playoffs, too. He hasn't really had a good playoff game. Yeah, that's pretty good, Jackson. All right, ball at the 25-yard line for the Texans. Coming the final play of the quarter with 6 seconds to go. That's all I can offer. Yep. I mean, Judy Garland, that's not the best version of that song. At all. Stretch play here. Jordan. Gain of 3. Right, my favorite thing is not a Christmas song. I'm with you. Winters that melt in the springs. It's March. Best Netflix show, BoJack Horseman. Mariah Carey, everything. I get that. Silver white winters that melt into springs is not Christmas. It's literally March. It's that close to fit together. Yep. Gotta love that one. I mean, if you're going, it's not the best version of that song. Christina Aguilera's got a great one. Kenny G has a phenomenal version of that song. Yeah, the song is very overplayed. Which I get. Put a poll up. We'll go to the 4th quarter here. Well, the 28-yard line. Yeah, Pop-Tart Bowl is getting good. North Texas Lead City was say 2013. Wow, that offense is clicking. King, 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom. They'll send 3. King, flushed out to the near side, directing traffic, gonna throw on the run, floats it out. He could have taken off and run for a little bit. Golden Eye and Goldfinger, those are good ones. We're talking Alone for Christmas is You. Merge the Mayo and Pop-Tart Bowl? Yes. That's what it should be. The playoffs should be, scrap the New Year's 6. We go back to 4 teams in the playoff. The Mayo Bowl and the Pop-Tart Bowl. The winner of each game, it's the Mayo Pop-Tart Bowl for the national championship. And the winner sacrifice a Pop-Tart dipped in mayo. I mean, Mannheim Steamroller is great. I think my hot... no, it's not hot take to say that, Pez. I agree with you. She not the best version of that song. I think Kenny G is the best version. There's so many good versions of that song, though. Colby Clay's got a good one. King fires end zone and complete hits the pylon. Yeah, a lot of wisdom. You point out you can't hurry love. Well, Diana was pointed out first, so. Kristen House, that's a good one. Yeah, working on the lyrics for Muddle Through. I think it's straight to it, yeah. Funny bull combos we can make. Lockheed Martin Snoop Dogg Bowl. So I heard no, it's Christmas movie. I'm with you on that one. I'm with you. Right, we all lose. No matter who wins. Pop-Tart Cheese Bowl. Looking for the cheesiest coach. Can become a diehard Texan Winthrop fan? I'd be confused as to why they like Winthrop. Seeing as I live in Arizona. I'd be very confused. Like, wait, what ties do you have to Winthrop? You don't get him on TV. I would get Texans at least. I would not understand Winthrop. Yeah, but the best albums for Christmas. Kenny G, Holidays, Phil Spector, Mannheim Steamroller Christmas Air, and then Christmas Air, Fresh Air Christmas. So, the first 2 Mannheim Steamroller albums, Phil Spector and Kenny G, that's my Mount Rushmore Christmas albums. Second down, 3 at the top, 1 on the bottom. Stroud takes in the gun, pressure immediately, go fly route down the near side, incomplete. Hutchinson the target. There was a coverage breakdown there because Stroud no time to throw. Does a throw of his back foot. For no reason. Yeah, for some reason, yeah. Yeah, they're good. They are good with that. Right, exactly how back. Except souped up potato bowl, yep. The J9's Dumb Decisions Bowl. I would do that. Cheez-It Bowl, Idaho, Potato, Duke Mayo, Pop-Tart become New Year's 6 games, yes. John Ventura with a 4. Appreciate you, man. Mariah Carey, halftime Christmas in 5 years. Fact. I think what we saw with Snoop Dogg, I think we are now going to get a Mariah Carey at some point. Halftime show. With Christmas songs. I could definitely see that. Would not shock me in the slightest bit. Third down, Stroud, because that was a good halftime show. I enjoyed that a lot. Deep shot, Noel. Can't make the one-handed grab. Tight coverage on the play. A quick 3 and out. There's a flag on the play. Hang on a second. 9.6 Bowl. Wait until face Studio McCall. Yes, I am. Roughing the passer. Oh, man. You thought we were going to get a 3 and out instead of roughing the passer. Let's see what the call is. Right. What Bruce was iconic, but he's burning in hell, thank God. Let's see. Stroud. Oh, come on. Getting for driving? What is he supposed to do? What are we doing here? You're going to help me for driving into the ground? We've gotten soft. What is he supposed to do? Like, what are you supposed to do in that spot? What on earth? What are you supposed to do? 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. The give to Marks to the 46. There have been a few crap calls like that all season. And man, like, you can't play defense anymore. In terms of getting to the quarterback. Like, what's he supposed to do in that spot? Just let go? Body weight should be, like, pick the guy up and throw him down and land on him. But not that. Hit wasn't late. He tried to do everything in his power. I mean, that's awful. Extends the drive. 2nd and 7, 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Play action, Stroud to the near side. Checks down the flat. That's caught by his tight end. Schultz, nothing doing. 3rd and 7. Just making up rules now? I hate that call. Third down. Craig's Riffy, if that makes sense. 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Can they get another 3rd down stop here? Georgia Tech picked off in the end zone. BYU's going to win. They're going to send 5. Stroud, pressured, sideline shot, incomplete for Nico Collins on the corner route, and it will not end up mattering. So they will punt it again. I guess some time goes off the clock, but no harm done. At least it doesn't end up mattering. David's balance, as Payne said so. Oh yeah, Grinch's Christmas movie. That's obvious. It's literally about Christmas time. It's literally Santa Claus stealing presents. Who argues Grinch is not a Christmas movie? The pun here by Townsend. Bounces at the 5 and will land at the 2 where it's downed. Chargers have to go 98 yards. Yeah, Kittle. I'm not sure Kittle's playing. There's Pop-Tart Bowl. Now, which Pop-Tart can be sacrificed? Reverse field position with no points allowed. Yep. Good punt there by Townsend. Alrighty. First ever bit of Vols merch? Order retro jacket. That's awesome. Good for you, man. That's awesome. I've been clamoring for that for a while. Winner Pop-Tart Bowl get free Pop-Tarts? They gotta sacrifice a Pop-Tart. Yeah, put one in the toaster and sacrifice it. Down to the 2-yard line. Pop-Tart's crazy good. So is the bowl game. Yep. Love that ad. Who's going into the toaster? Dreams really do come true. Christmas story is Christmas movie involves a kid trying to ensure he gets a present he wants for Christmas. Easily. If Santa's in the movie, it's a Christmas movie. Look, if Santa's in, it's a Christmas movie. Get rid of the body weight rule? I'm with you. I get why it's there. I don't hate the body weight rule in certain cases, not there. Like picking a guy up and laying on him, I get that. But that's insane. Either way. Santa's a go-to Christmas movie. That is true. It's a good category. Worst player got a jersey and why? Luke Jokel, I got a jersey of. Jaguars first round pick in 2013. And he was really bad. I got our jersey of him. He was really bad. Samurai 3's Christopher Castanis in it. Babe Baselli, yep. It did not work out, obviously. Did not work out for us. Let's take to the Hall of Fame by older lines of logic that people don't really go by anymore. Underrated. Instead of view the Halls of Museum. I get that. All right. Ball the 2-yard line for the Chargers. They're going right to left. 13 to go in regulation. Back to his right. Won the top 3 at the bottom, including Gadsden. Herbert in his own end zone. Sidearm throw that's caught on the far side. It is a loss of 1 for Hampton. Gets tackled in the end zone, but got tackled backwards. So second 11. How's it going, Vito? Appreciate tuning in. First ever jersey I own was Byron Leftwich. PVZ mentioned. Nice. Yeah, let's last time won 12 games. I'm excited for this post-game show. Cred song, a show that's different from the theme song. Gotta be Swan Job. It's up there, yeah. It's up there. One top 2 of the bomb. Back to his right. Herbert in the gun. They got a set 4. In his end zone. Deep shot down the near sideline. Overthrown for QJ. Coverage there by Lassiter. Obviously, you can't really... Yeah, it's tough to compare errors with the raw numbers. Plus, the Barrow College team, so I could care more. That makes sense. Virginia versus Missouri. I got Virginia. The Owens less than won 12 games. It's a long time ago. Third down. Chargers have not really run the ball well today at all. They're inside their own 2-yard line, and they go pass. Gotta be careful here. Obviously, if you don't get a first, you're going to be putting in your own end zone. Herbert takes a step. They're going to send 4. Stepping up, going to throw backwards. It's caught, first down. I don't know if that was a lateral or not. He was behind the line, I believe. Disley on the grab, and a first down at the 20. There was a flag on the play. Could it be illegal forward pass? How's it going, Engine Covering? Appreciate you tuning in. Was that a... no foul. Yep, I was going to say, I thought that went backwards. I thought that pass was backwards. I thought it was a lateral. Should be good now. Okay, should be good. Flag picks up first down the 19. I think it was behind the line. I'll be a gain of 1. 2nd and 9 at that point. And I think he was behind the line. A time trip. Yep. No frame drops. Frame drops on that one, but we're good now. Refresh. If it's not working, we should be okay now. So I think he was behind the line of scrimmage or was awfully close to that. 2nd down. We're back now. No sound. Refresh. Refresh. If you have any issues, refresh. Because we're good now. There was a bit of a frame drop there. 2 at the top, 1 of them back to his left. They're going to send 6. Herbert was back foot, coming back, pass incomplete on the near side for Keandre Lambert-Smith, the 5th round pick. Took the night off. That's going to give us a 3-day weekend for working 3 doubles in 4 days. That's a lot of work. You deserve it. You deserve it. Appreciate you being on stream. Appreciate you being here. I have to refresh? No, it's not your fault. But it's a YouTube thing. It's a YouTube thing. If it doesn't work, refresh and everything's gonna be good. Everything will be good again. Yeah, they're not trained for that. No, they're not. No, it's usually that's just how the problems get solved. It's usually a refresh if there's like an error. I don't know why it's like that. Get out of control. 3 at the top, 1 on the bottom. 3rd and 9. They got 1 third down this drive. Can they get a second? Herbert flushed out. And throws it to the middle of the field. That's caught, but nowhere close to the sticks. Hampton brought down the 21-yard line by To'o. I have to punt the ball away with 11 to go. Texans going to get good field position here. Making a 2-score game. Watch out. Obviously, Colts watching this one closely. Jags watching this one closely. Broncos watching this one closely. A lot of teams. This punt angled out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Another shank for the Chargers. That's not a great punt. Less than 40 yards on that one. Probably about 35. LA loses. That's clinched division? Yes, it does. Likes to drive failed. Yep. $3,000? Holy cow, 4 straight days of overtime. You made $3,000 in 4 days? Holy cow, man. Yeah, take that 3-day break. That's incredible. That is amazing, man. Good for you. 4 straight days of OT. 3,100 gross. Man. I've never made $3K in a week. Never even close. Nice extra for overtime. Nice. I've never come close to making $3K in a week. Never come close. Tyrus Christmas movie, but it's more of one than Lethal Weapon Gremlins Bat Returns. Yes. Ball to 44. I'll put it this way. If Santa plays a pivotal part in the movie, let's change it. If Santa plays a pivotal part in the movie, it's a Christmas movie. I think that's fair to say. If Santa is a main character, I don't have altitude shots, unfortunately. Santa's a main character. I get that, Hotworks. I get it. Like Christmas movie does not have to have Santa, obviously. It does not have to have Santa, but if Santa's a character, a main character, trade place Christmas movie, I'm gonna say fiction on that. No, it's not like an end-all be-all. So all squares are shapes, but all shapes are squares, like that. All movies where Santa as a main character are Christmas movies. So as a murderer, does that count? Yes. All right, who are they going to sacrifice? Wait a sec. Who's getting sacrificed? Come on. Who are they sacrificing? Come on. Come on, BYU. Make the call. Who's going? Who's going in? It's the post-game show of the Pop-Tarts Bowl. No, it has to be like actual Santa Claus. It's not like I could dress up as Santa. Like actual Santa Claus. Ball to 45 here after about a 35-yard punt. Going left to right, hand up the middle, marks to the 50, and down to 46. Gain of 9. You just need to get about 10 more yards. You're in range to make it a 2-score game. 2nd and 1. Giants have the one pick they traded. Fact. 100% fact. Which got sacrificed. Haven't announced it yet. The Pop-Tarts are fighting to get the announcement. No, there's a lot where he's not a main character. There's a lot where he's not. But just, if Santa is a main character, it's a Christmas movie. Doesn't mean it has to be. Marks to get the middle, that's going to get 3 and a first. If they go to the North Pole, it's a Christmas movie. If Santa is a main character, it's a Christmas movie. Right, no, again, it's not they have to have Santa in it. It's, if a movie has Santa as the main character, it's a Christmas movie. But it's like all shapes... All squares are shapes, but not all shapes are squares. That's what I mean. 1st and 10. One on the bottom of the screen, I formation. Remember the North is in the North Pole? God, that movie sucked. Jordan up the middle. Seriously, that's Marks. Down to the 36-yard line, gain of 7. Yes, if Santa is the main character, can't be argued as not. Yes, exactly. Bingo. Well, in North Pole, I don't mean like North Pole visit like Santa's workshop and whatnot. Not like North Pole, like March of the Penguins is not a Christmas movie. 2nd and 3. Kill and clock this drive in field goal range. Texans in a very good spot. The movie, Katie, I have not seen that movie. One on the top of the screen, one on the bottom is Schultz. The motion Schultz to the top. Just keep it on the ground for Houston. We're going to get a legal shift on that one because it wasn't set, but all good, JP. Right, so try to refresh him some if it's not working again, but we should be okay now. Yeah, great comeback for BYU. 8 minutes to go. Texas in field goal range. One at the top, one at the bottom. Really good chance to make a 2-score. Just keep it on the ground here. I'm not taking any chances. With the way your defense is playing, I'm not taking any chances. I'm running the ball. Over and over, but it gets jacked up. Misdirection. And blown up by Khalil Mack. Whoo, man. Hey, Dark Wi-Fi, yep. Believe me. Out of my control, unfortunately. Marks blown up at the 35-yard line. They don't cover Mack on the weak side. Sprinkles is the one that's getting sacrificed. 2nd and long. 35-yard line. Just got jacked up there. Delayed handoff. Jordan to the outside to the 30. He'll get the yardage back to the 26. 3rd and about 7. All right, who's getting sacrificed? Wait, do all 3 get sacrificed? Wait. Is it all the ones on Team Sprinkles that get sacrificed? Or is it just the one? I love this so much. Third down, even though these guys are saying screw this game. I think it's all of them. I think everyone on Team Sprinkles gets sacrificed. Yeah, I think they're going to sacrifice 3 Pop-Tarts. Yeah, they're sacrificing everyone on Team Sprinkles. Oh, I love this so much. Texans take a timeout, the play clock winding down. They'll have 2 left. Oh my god. Every bowl game needs to be like this. This is amazing. There we go. Sherry is going to get sacrificed. Thank you for the sacrifice, yep. Strawberries getting sacrificed. Live your dream. Live your dream, baby. It's the first sense here. Yep. S'mores there. Yeah. I'm not sure it's supposed to be there. Wait, what the? Wait. Oh, they're not. What? Oh, wait. So that's a side between the three. Wait. The Pop-Tart just like fell off. Wait. The Pop-Tart just call off. No, Playground was winding down. Not a great time out, but it was winding down. They're going to send 5. Stroud, pressure at the middle. Throws it for grabs. Incomplete. Wants a flag for PI. Noel. I don't think he's getting it. Wait, so they only sacrificed 2? Wait, so what happened to the other timeout? What happened to the other Pop-Tart? The other Pop-Tart just like kamikazed off. What happened to the other Pop-Tart? There's a third one. He just like fell off the back of the thing. 4th down here, Fairbairn. Right down the middle, 2-score game. You not sure we called? I'm okay not calling it there. I'll just bail it up for grabs once. I started to back out last second. Yeah, I was gonna say what happened to Strawberry there? I was like, what happened there? So everybody got chicken? Like, what the heck was that? What was her dream to be eaten alive? I thought it was her dream to get sacrificed. Why did he back out? Well, this world's holding a rig sign. It's amazing. Why did Strawberry back out? Boo. Point to 10, your score. God. You okay? Refresh. There was you refresh on that one going still. I'm good. 6.5 to go. Kickoff here. Fill the 1-yard line. Taking to the 20. 25 and brought down right there. Chargers need a lot of help. Down by 10 with 6.5 to go. Haynes third, fourth. I can see that. I definitely see that. But too many, I'm with you on that one. Although Buzz Lightyear is a really good role for him. He returns next year's Family Opera and tries to save the Pop-Tarts. Oh, man. I've not seen that series, Caleb. I've not seen that one yet. One on the top, 2 on the bottom. Herbert, they'll send 4. Near sideline. Caught at the 45. McConkey. That's the chunk play they need. Gain of 30. They were 6:24 away from something not done since you were in 11th grade. Wow, it's been a while. Since I was in freshman in college. Yeah, the strip V. Yeah, I like the V Saber a lot better. Gain of 30 there from McConkey on the corner route. It's actually a stick and go. It was a corner. And then just going vertical on the route as it gets by Petrie. Oh, for live. Yeah. For live action, yeah, I get you. 3 on the top, 1 on the bottom. Back to his left. They're going to send 4. Herbert stepping up. Avoids the sack and a takeoff and run. Brought down the 42. Gain of 3. Daniil Hunter on the stop. I'm not crazy about that song. 5.5 to go. Gotta show some urgency here. 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Back to his right. Lamar's out. Yep, it's going to be Huntley against Willis for this one. Yeah, Shavel already missed on Pop-Tart Bowl. Yep. Police are searching for the strawberry Pop-Tart after he escaped the toaster. They send 5. Herbert checks it down the flat on the far side to Hampton, and he will not bring the tackle from toe-to-toe. 3rd and 6. They're taking a bit too long on this sequence. Let me go with a lot more urgency here. Favorite TV show of the year? I don't really know. I haven't watched too many TV shows this year. Third down. They should be at the line by now. They are taking they're huddling. No, you can't be huddling here. They're taking a lot of time. Tick, 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 tick. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Take it down to 9 on the play clock. Motion QJ over. 5 on the play clock. They just scared off. They're going to send 5. Herbert pressured and sacked at the 49-yard line. 4th and 14. Got to go for it. You were in range, and now you're not. You got to go. There was a flag on the play. Hang on a second. There was a flag on the play. Rumble is good at everything he did. Hang on a second. There is a flag on the play. Hang on. Illegal contact on the defense, so they get bailed out. First down to 36. They got to show some urgency now. They have to show some urgency, but they do get a first down. Illegal contact on Petrie, working on McConkey. Yep. Drew contact. Yep. It's in the secondary. Wipe off the sack. They've gone to Herbert today. But now you got to show urgency. 4:20 to go. Got to show urgency here for the Chargers. Nailed down on that one. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Well, the 35-yard line. Herbert takes it. They'll send 4. Second read, middle of the field. Caught by Gadsden at the 9-yard line. Brought down by Lassiter. Gain at 25. Goal to go spot now. Good thing for the Texans defense. I don't know. Rodeo? Maybe some rodeo. First and goal. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Now they're showing urgency. They snap it quick. They're going to send 4. Herbert, fade route. 1-on-1. Back shoulder incomplete. Stingley on Keenan Allen. And look, I don't like the goal line fade anyways. On Derek Stingley, probably not going to work. Probably not going to work on Stingley. Now, could have gotten illegal contact there on the seam route. So even Gadsden was getting tugged. Jim got some advice from clock management from his brother John. Second down, they can take their time here now that clock is stopped. Now a touchdown, yep. I mean, field goal, you can get field goal, but you don't want to get field goal. 3 at the top, 1 bomb back to his left. They'll send 4. Herbert stepping up, flushed out to the far side. Pump fake, juke move. He'll get sacked to the 14-yard line by Wallace. And Herbert's got to know on that spot. Herbert's got to know. NFL Network announcer's got to suck at Switch Eisen. He's terrible at calling games. Herbert flushed out. The safety comes up. And Herbert tries to out-juke Kayvon Wallace. On a late hit. I think it's incidental. I think that's why. I'm going to say it was incidental. Field goal on 3rd down. Commanders game, that was the right call. You scored for the 2-minute warning. 100%. You get an extra timeout. It's 100% the right call. No, a clock is stopped here. I'm not sure why. Why the clock's... Oh, they are going to get the late hit. Wait a sec. They are going to get the late hit. So move it up to the 5-yard line. Hang on a second. And move it up to the 5. They do now throw a flag. Herbert has time. Back of the end zone. Incomplete. Wide open was McConkey. Yeah, PI on the play. Yep. It wasn't for the late hit. It was for PI. 2nd and goal now. Now, Rich Eisen's not going to play a play. The sooner NFL Network realizes that, the better. Had his man open the back of the end zone. McConkey on that deep in route. It's a weird play because if he continues the route, it's going to get picked off because you have Bullock underneath to pick it off. They can't throw it too far behind. Did they show the penalty? Yep. Good job. Yeah, coverage is bad. Coverage is really bad on NFL Network. Stay down, handoff here to Hampton. He's in. Touchdown, Chargers have some life. Take the I'll text next here. NFL Network worse than Fox? Yeah. I mean, Fox's one pairing is not bad. 20-16, Hampton plows ahead for his 4th rushing touchdown of the season. Right, exactly, Jackson. Game not over. Texans have a chance to get the ball back. Chargers the ball at 10 minutes for the 2-minute warning. Come on with your NFL being rigged for Chargers so obvious. Why? Why are they rigging it for the Chargers? Did you not see the roughing call on 4th down? Extra point is shanked! Extra point is shanked wide right! Or wide left. Go for 2? Well, they're going to get nothing, but there's a flag on this play. Hang on a second. We got a flag on this play. Hang on a second. We got a flag here. Offside on the offense. You don't see that right on an extra point. I'll say that'll get declined. And now you need a touchdown. Dicker has had a horrible game. And I know a lot changes about the complexion of this game, but he missed from 32 earlier. He missed an extra point there. He makes those kicks that he usually makes. He's missed 2 kicks from 32 yards out. He makes both. We're tied at 20. Are you kidding me? First about to win? Let's go. Are you kidding me? Cameron Dicker misses 2 chip shots. Hence why we're tied at 20. Yeah, kicking short offensively, you know what? Yep. It's 4 points missed. Yes, it is. 4 points missed there. They have all the timeouts for the 2-minute warning. And defensively, they're playing all right. Again, since the first 2 drives, they've only allowed 6 points. Those came really off shank punts. It was good field position for the Texans. So the defense is coming to play for the Chargers. Kick returns to the 25-yard line. The next one could be called Salapio. Listen, money. Ball the 25-yard line here. Chargers for the kickers. Oh, fiction. I mean, Dicker's a Pro Bowler. This is a rough game for him. A bad time to have a rough game. But that was his first missed field goal inside 40 yards and his first extra point miss this season. Whole Texas 3 can tie with the touch. Yep. Yeah, change this a lot. So I into now this. I formation here. Now, again, the Chargers have only allowed 6 points since the opening 2 drives. They've not allowed any points on drives starting inside the 40-yard line. They give here nothing doing for Marks. And when will the Chargers take their timeout? They're going to do it now. They'll have 2 left. Charger, not good right now. The Chargers have 2 timeouts left. A couple first downs and it's over. Yep. Oh, man. Cameron Vander jacked. Like, see the end of this season? Oh, man. I don't know on that one. Texas going full 23 mode. Chargers trying to charge it away. Whose choke wins today? We will see. Texas minus 636 start of the 4th. Are you kidding me? Yeah, that did not help. Did not help you out. 3rd mid long should we pass? 100%. Do you trust Stroud, though, is the question. One on the top of the screen, one on the bottom. Marks in the backfield. They are going to throw. Middle of the field, open. Caught by Collins at the 40 and down at the 45. Charles will take their 2nd timeout, you would think. You would think. Are they? They're not taking it? Clock was running. Right now, it wouldn't be worth much, yeah. Right, he only has, 1 year left on his contract, anyways? Coming off the injury? They're not taking the timeout. They're not taking it. I get it. I get it. 2 of the 2-minute warning. I get it. Potentially could save a timeout to have an offense, potentially. I formation here. We got to take one after this play. Head off to Marks. Nothing doing. And now you take your 2nd. Loss of 2. Now that you're in midfield, if I'm the Texans, I'm running it 3 times. Run it here, make them take a timeout, run on 3rd, take it down to 2, and basically say, you know what, Texans, you've got one of the best defenses in football, maybe the best defense in football. Townsend's going to punt it away, go 80 yards with no timeouts. Do it. Now, if it was, you need 3, different story. But I would think I'm running it again and making the Chargers go down the field with 150 left and no timeouts. One at the top of the screen. They'll go in the stretch play on the near side. Just got to stay in bounds. Marks does. Cuts the field at the 46-yard line. Gain of 3. Chargers burn their final timeout. Well, the stakes are obvious here. You guys are embarrassed for this here, yes. Stakes are obvious on this play. Get the first. Ball game's over. Before the one you go, I'm with you. I'm with you. 9 yards for the first. You can run it down to 2 minutes. You can throw. Obviously, if you throw and you get it, the game is over. If you don't get it, Chargers have about 5 extra plays to work with. So here we go. 3rd and 9. Texans 9 yards away from staying alive in the division hunt. No decision. Texans 9 yards away from going back to the playoffs for the 3rd straight season. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Stroud, they are going to throw. They'll send 5. Pressured. He will get sacked. Not the worst thing for Houston that he did not throw that ball away. There was a flag on the play, though. There's a flag on the play. Hang on a second. There's a flag on the play. Hang on. Illegal contact. And the Texans will get a first down. Oh, wow, Dexy. Wow. Oh, man. Illegal contact is the call. And yeah, he got him. He tugged him around the collar. That's the right call. It's not game over yet. They do have the 2-minute warning, but it's pretty close to over. Demonstration season, Bears-Vikings. Bears-Vikings week 1. That's the right call. Tugged Hutchinson around the collar. It's not over yet. I mean, it's very unlikely, but there is still a timeout with a 2-minute warning. So it's not technically over. Clock stopped. Yeah, clock stopped. Again, pretty much over, but not technically. Hand off here to Marks. We got a first down. It's over. And now at the 41-yard line, 2nd and 2. No, clock doesn't run on that. So we go to the 2-minute warning. At this point, you don't get a stop. It's over. 1 first down, and the Texans win the game. The clinch playoff spot, knock the Colts out, and we'll know 6 of the 7 playoff teams on the AFC side of things going into tonight. I'll let that one go. Believe me, I wish I let it go, but I get it. I get that one. Chargers need a fumble recovery at this point. They need a miracle. So Texans run the ball, take to 156, down to 116, 112 then on 3rd down, take it down to 32. Go for it or punt it away with about 25 seconds. Best case, the Chargers get with 25 seconds. Narnia? I mean, it came out around Christmas time. I'm going to say fiction. Yeah, Texans need this one, yep. Everybody's Chargers for more than the Ravens? You just said it was rigged for the Chargers. You literally just said it was rigged for the Chargers to win. Thoughts, Valley? I thought it was the right call, unfortunately. I thought it was the right call. He grabbed him around the collar. Yep. Yeah, I'm glad he got a head coaching job. Good for him. It's a pretty decent job, all things considered. We still control our own destiny. Jags still control their own destiny. So I have 1 Steelers and 1 Bears at 2. Last official game on NFL Network? I think so, because the merger is going to take place. I think so. Broncos 1 yard away from winning the division. For the first time in nearly a decade. Right, Steelers win division, Packers win tonight. Yep. Yeah, Cole was right on that one. But I wish it wasn't. Wish it wasn't, but it was the right call. Chargers will drop to 11-5, barring anything crazy. They're still in the playoffs. They'll have to go on the road in round 1. The merger would take place, probably start at 26. I gotta win tomorrow in order to stay ahead. Yep. I win tomorrow to stay ahead. Broncos after this game. Well, they still have to play for the 1 seed. Broncos are still trying their hardest because they need to get the 1. They want the bye. 2nd and 2. I'll get everything set for the next game in a little bit. One at the top of the screen, I formation here. Stroud. Handoff. Marks. Ball game. 39-yard line. That's your game. The Texans going back to the playoffs. What do you think is the best? I'm not streaming on the 4th. I'm not sure yet. I'll be streaming, I think. I'll be streaming. I don't know why I wouldn't be streaming. Appreciate the tour, man. The Texans will make the playoffs. Colts are out. Marks gets 2, and for the 3rd straight year, Houston, under D'Amico Ryans, is in the postseason. Broncos win the division as well. Win the AFC West for the first time since 2016. Ready for what? ESPN NFL Network. And the question for the Texans is, can they win the South? It's about from Jacksonville. Their final 2 games against Indy and Tennessee. Right, Jacksonville has to win now. Yep, Jacksonville has to win. You know, we got it easily. Yeah, easily. Takes away 2 potential assignment games. It does, yep. 2nd and 11, they'll take another knee, and there you go. 19 out of 15 points, wow. Right, that was the right call, unfortunately. That was unfortunately the right call. I made contact with the collar. All right. Kansas 6 for 9 months South. Colts fault is legendary. Absolutely. Yep, they are not in. They are not in. Dr. Check with the tour. Good call as always. Appreciate you a ton, Dr. Check on that one. Appreciate you a ton. Interesting game, to say the least, for the Texans. Kind of fell apart offensively for the opening quarter, but Stroud, despite 2 picks, gets the win. Good drive at the end. And the Texans will win. All right, I will see you guys in like 20 minutes for the game on Peacock. Ravens against the Packers. Appreciate you guys tuning in. JJ on sign off. See you guys in just a little bit.